if there was a button, if you had a button, and if you pushed it, one Bears fan would die, but you would win 10 Super Bowls. So do you press the button?
On today's Part of My Take, we have a very special guest, QB1 of the Chicago Bears, Caleb Williams. We were up at Hallis Hall.
Hard Knocks.
We're going to talk some Hard Knocks. We made our Hard Knocks debut. Was very, very cool. Tell everyone about the experience. We have the Mount Rushmore of things that are hard to explain. We also have Hot Seat, Cool Throne, and Guys on Chicks. Great show for everyone. We're at camp. We're up in the North Woods of Wisconsin, and we're brought to you by our friends at DraftKings. Been hungry for some college football? Well, we finally get a taste this weekend. Don't miss any of the action. Jump in at DraftKings Sportsbook. It's a small but mighty slate of games for Week 0, including a big matchup in Ireland. It's super easy for first-timers to get started. Try betting on something simple like picking a team to win. Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app, select your team, place your first bet. This is going to be DraftKings' biggest college football season to date. Enjoy the ride now all the way through the expanded playoffs. I've also decided it's going to be my biggest college football season to date. You can check out Florida State. I think they're 11.5-point favorites against Georgia Tech. That will kick off the 2024 college football season. And for all newbies getting into the college spirit, here's something extra special. New DraftKings customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Score big with DraftKings all college football season long. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use code TAKE. That's code TAKE for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets when you bet just $5 only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Okay, let's go.
Hey, football guy. Patino. AWS. Pardon my take. Yeah. Pardon.
Welcome to Part of My Take. Today is Wednesday, August 21st, and it's presented by DraftKings. Score big with DraftKings all college football season. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use code TAKE. That's code TAKE for new customers. Get $200 in bonus bets when you bet just $5 only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Today is Wednesday, August 21st. And boys,
That's the best episode of Hard Knocks I've ever seen.
Hard Knocks. We made it. That was really fucking cool.
It was pretty awesome. Almost didn't happen for me. I forgot to sign the release until like 3 hours before the actual airing of the episode.
Of course.
I'm bad with paperwork. That's a theme on this podcast. But yeah, it was cool. It was kind of surreal. Myself, Big Cat, Max, and Memes were all on Hard Knocks.
Yep.
It was
pretty much the whole
time.
squad was on Hard Knocks.
Yeah, had a blast doing it, and I think that they took some fair representation of what the interview is encapsulated into Hard Knocks.
Yeah, so it was very cool. We had our interview planned with Caleb Williams last Tuesday, and we went up to Hallis Hall, and we're like, maybe there's a chance like we get seen in the background at Hard Knocks. Turns out the majority of the Hard Knocks film crew is fans of ours, and we're fans of them, and like they were the coolest dudes ever. They're like, hey,
They're awesome.
Do you mind if we like punch into your sound? And then so they listened to the whole interview. Is that right?
Well, they listened.
No.
All
right, go ahead, Hank. I know you didn't get it, but
that was good.
what did I say? What did I say wrong?
That was good.
They
I love
patched
it.
it.
I love hearing you
Punch
talk
it.
shop. Yeah, talking shop.
Hank, I'm sorry you didn't get on Hard
What they
Knocks.
didn't do, which I was
You
disappointed
rang a
about,
bell,
and
you were
Hank,
Missoula's fucking thing.
And Hank thought that there was a possibility this could happen. Before the interview, we were waiting in this room for Caleb to shower or get ready after practice. And
we were waiting in another room.
we
We
were
weren't waiting in the room where Caleb was showering.
We were waiting in a different room while Caleb
He
was
was
showering.
showering, yes.
Caleb was showering in a bathroom.
Yes,
and
we were
in
not.
the interview room
Yes.
that did not have running water.
Correct.
And so we were waiting there, and we got into a big, I want to say debate, but it was really just Hank versus the world. You know,
It
like
was just a regular day.
you know, like in the
off
Roman
camera
Empire
all
when they would
day.
like tie up a bear to a stake and then have a bunch of wolves just stand around it and try to kill it. That's what we were doing to Hank for about 20 minutes, and Hank thought that they might use some of this Hank baiting.
That was when we knew the guys liked us and knew us because they were chuckling in the background, and I was like, you see, like we just never turn off the podcast. We're just doing it right now.
Well, Hank was in a mood too.
Yeah. So he wasn't in a mood, but it was
A great mood.
It was really cool. Yeah,
I said a mood. I didn't say what kind of mood.
so they patched into our sound.
No, they punched in.
They punched into our sound. So we were like, this is awesome. Maybe they'll use a clip. Cool. And then like maybe a day later, I got a text from someone at Hard Knocks, and they're like, hey, can we get all your footage? And I was like, yeah, no problem. And at that point, I was like, boys, I think we're going to be in Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
And then they sent us the edit, what is Sunday, and we watched it, and we're like, well, this is the coolest thing ever. So, yeah, the show that we've been watching for 20 years, we all made it.
Yeah, and Caleb was a cool guy, confident guy. I liked talking to him. I think the way that he came across, or the way that he's coming across on Hard Knocks, is also what we saw in person.
Yeah.
Seemed like a good dude. He would have pressed the button. He would have killed somebody.
Oh, yeah, he was
for
pressing
sure.
the button. He was going like
He was
this.
smashing that kill Bears
Yeah.
fan button on his leg. And I would imagine, just from the replies that I got on Twitter tonight, there are probably thousands of Bears fans.
Everyone was saying, smash it.
That would willingly die for 10 Bears Super Bowls.
If you got the credit for it, for sure.
Yeah.
Get the statue. It was, besides us, we're not such narcissists that was the only Hard Knocks recap. I mean, I obviously
I think we're good.
I loved the episode just because it was, the hype is at an all-time high. I understand that. It was the Bengals' second defense. I understand that. But I'm gonna ride the hype wave. The way they edited it, the way they ended it. What are you doing?
We got a text while you were talking, Big Cat. It was from Max. Max is now butting into the show via text. He says, "Hank, take your hand out of your pocket. It looks like you're jerking off." It did. I looked over, and it did look like Hank
on
was,
camera. It doesn't look good.
It did.
I did that off air because I thought it would. I didn't want to blow up his spot on the show.
Well, we couldn't tell, Max, because you touch your balls all the time.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Welcome to any new listeners of Pardon My Take. Actually, Hank does this every episode. He jerks off at some point. You got to figure out when.
It's usually during the Lighthouse segment.
Yeah. So, it was an awesome episode. I mean, I feel like they finally started hammering in on different players that was really cool, like Torrey Taylor.
Yeah.
He looks like Chef Donnie. He's a weapon.
He doesn't like the nickname the Crocodile Hunter, which that was the classic media thing.
Yeah.
Oh, there's an Australian guy. Let's ask him if his nickname is the only Australian person that we know. And he was like, no, I don't know. Call me literally anything but that.
Yeah.
I actually thought he looked like Brogan Rhoback. And I thought that his nickname should be Bogan Rhoback.
Ooh, I like that. He looks like Chef Donnie too.
Yeah,
Our Chef
he does.
Donnie. And then we had Tyson Bagent was great. His dad is a world-class arm wrestler.
Well, not world class. He is universe class.
Yeah,
he's
the
the best in the history of left-handed arm wrestling.
Yeah, he's the best. Austin Booker, the Ferret King.
No, the different guy.
Oh no, who was the Ferret King?
Is it Velas or Velas Jones?
I don't think Velas Jones was the Ferret King.
I thought he was the Ferret King. Yeah.
Oh, he might have been.
I think he's a ferret king, it's a red flag for me that he's a ferret guy.
Yeah.
And he may have murdered his ferret.
Oh, yeah, it was Velas Jones. What was Austin Booker? He had a nickname, too.
Austin Booker, I don't know.
He was just doing nicknames for everyone.
Is his nickname Austin Reed?
Austin Reed, yeah, that's probably it.
They're very similar. They could just switch names.
Yeah, the Austin Reed had a nice moment singing to everyone.
Yeah,
that was a lot of fun.
Keisha Cole?
Yeah. And then we also had a pretty cool situation where we learned about the Judon trade, which we actually are going to talk about in Hot Seat Cool Throne.
I think we pretty much covered it.
I had some nice spin zones, but it was good. I'll say this. I wish I had seen the episode before we talked about Hot Seat Cool Throne. Hank, did you watch that part?
I did see that clip.
Ryan Poles has guardrails. And he doesn't want to go too far into the guardrails.
I saw the one. I saw Eberflus talking to the guy on the sidelines. He was like, "You think it's gonna happen?" They're like, "Yeah."
Yeah, it's like if you're driving your car and you're like, you think we're going to crash? Oh, no, the guardrail's there.
I love it because Big Cat was prepping for Hank to come at him, and the line of defense he had set up was just guardrails. Just
Guardrails.
Just
Wait,
hammer
so if
the
you're
guardrails.
driving
He said that,
straight, you're like,
guardrails.
"Should we drive straight?" And they say yes. But
No,
you're like, oh,
no.
wait.
If you're
Drive
going to
straight into the
crash,
guardrail?
you're going to crash, which would have been trading for Matthew Judon. We would have totaled our car. Instead, the guardrails saved us.
Like, Hank, if there was a guardrail.
The guardrails are just Matthew Judon saying no.
No. It was the guardrails.
Hank doesn't understand. If there was a guardrail
don't get
around that
guardrails.
telephone pole in the parking lot, my car would be fine.
Yeah. I don't think you understand what a guardrail is. We're going to do the Mount Rushmore things that are hard to explain. It's a guardrail.
And so, I just saw the clip where they're like, "Yeah, we're going for him. We're gonna get him." Eberflus
But
was like,
then
"Are
he
we gonna
hit
get him?" And they're like, "Yep."
But that right after that moment, which you probably didn't see, you didn't watch the episode, he hit into the guardrail.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a full room in there. I wasn't really. Gonna
Yeah, it was a
I
guardrail.
wasn't gonna squeeze in.
He had a binder ready. Poles had a binder.
He was just reading off fake stats.
That was
too.
set. He was
Well,
like,
that was
no.
He
There's
was
the stat.
yeah, he's 50th in
in wins.
You have to
In wins
understand, that
added.
he was just. He didn't-
That
Does
was
he
one
have
of
that stats for every NFL player? Like, could you tell me, like, via like a punter, how many wins added you get with a punter?
That scene was, I think Kevin Warren put it in the Hard Knocks contract that he has to be in at least 3 scenes an episode.
Oh, well, let's
So
not
it was like-
downplay the scene where he was talking about the different chairs that you can get in the
high
suite.
tops,
That was riveting television. They're designing suites for their stadium that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And Kevin Warren's making executive choices about whether or not you want a high top chair with a back, if you want people sitting up, if you want people standing, if you want an Adirondack chair, like that's what you pay a guy like he's president of the team, right?
Yeah,
these are the decisions that a president has to make.
Listen, I'll squash my beef with Kevin Warren for canceling the Big Ten football season when COVID happened if he gets the Bears a new stadium. But that was, I assume Ryan Poles, when he has to do these scenes where he just like, I can just say any stat.
Yeah.
Like it will be good.
Yeah, 50th in added wins for a defensive end. Montez was 19th last season.
Oh, I see right here, he's 32. Looks like we hit a guardrail.
That's one of the guardrails we talked about earlier. Oh, he's from Louisiana. He probably wants to go to Atlanta.
Listen, don't spoil the hot seat cool drone spin zones that I had. I cooked up some good ones.
I had a question for you. After the game, they gave Caleb Williams the ball from his first touchdown pass.
Yeah.
Or was it from
No,
his
his
run,
run.
his touchdown run? Is that the first time that you think football has been put into an alligator purse?
That wasn't his purse. I think that was his carry-all. His purse was next to that.
Oh, the carry-all.
Yeah.
Is that
So
the first time?
Please, PFT.
Is that the first time that
learn men's fashion?
a football has been put into an
Disgusting.
alligator carry-all?
No, definitely not.
Dude's been rocking the
Absolutely
alligators
not.
forever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I don't know. We're asking a question.
That's a common the
How many?
purse next to the carry-all. If you put it in there,
Yeah.
maybe you'd have an argument. The carry-all is guys walk in. Think about the tunnel walk. On
How-
like ESPN Countdown.
How many-
They're
yeah.
all wearing. They all have the carry-alls.
It's all gator.
Yeah, a lot of them.
I got to get into some gator.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna get into it, Caleb. I'm probably gonna buy whatever that European handbag he has is.
Yeah, the gator one.
No, I'm gonna get the carry-all. That's the carry-all. I'm also gonna
I
get
thought
the
it was a matching set.
I'm also gonna get the handbag. No,
Okay.
I don't think they're matching sets. Good episode though.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot.
It's so funny that the Matthew Judon trade was like a 5-minute segment after we had taped. The Wi-Fi is not great here, so we're trying to get the upload as fast as possible so people can listen. And so we taped a lot of the show earlier today, and we had an extended spin zone from me about where places are in America. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Only other thing I had before we get to Hot Seat Cool Throne is, are you guys sitting down?
Yeah.
J-Lo and Ben Affleck have broken up.
Really?
Divorce. I never could have seen this coming.
Do you
Love
think
is dead.
You think maybe the band's getting back together?
I don't know.
A-Rod?
If I know
This is-
A-Rod, he's not going to call first.
This has A-Rod's soft fingerprints all over it.
Listen, if we see J-Lo at some Minnesota, she is a Timberwolves fan.
Yeah.
Die hard. So wouldn't shock me. But yeah, isn't it? I mean, you guys thought they were going to be together forever.
I did, but you know what? This is a good opportunity
I honestly
for
didn't
us.
even realize they got married again. I thought they were
I
just
didn't either.
dating. I thought- I
They're
thought
like
they were-
divorced?
Yeah, they had gotten divorced. I thought they just started like dating again.
It's a good opportunity for us because, we can't date Taylor Swift. She's off the market. But
Yep.
Hank, maybe you could slide into J-Lo's DMs.
Yeah, I've been to multiple of her houses before.
multiple of her houses. How
Yeah.
about that? You've been in her back doors a couple
We
times.
have been to multiple of her houses. That's
Yeah.
weird. And she smelled nice in all of them.
Yeah.
And
so-
she only hated.
I don't even think they let me walk inside the one in the Hamptons. They just like showed me.
Oh,
around.
we never went inside,
They just
yeah.
showed me around
And then
to the backyard.
the LA one.
She's got a great backyard.
The LA one, I've never seen someone more angry to see two guys in someone's house like that weren't outside of someone robbing. Actually, I think she would have been less angry if it was robbers because she'd been like, I'll just call the police. She saw us and her face immediately dropped and she's like, these fucking guys are in my house?
Blog boys are here again.
Yeah, that was bad.
Hank, between you and J-Lo, you'd have a perfectly normal size ass.
Yeah. Dude, Hank, you
Make it
should.
happen. Just slide.
Just reach out.
Hank, send her a DM.
Okay.
Send her DM right now.
I want to see it.
Just be like, heard you got divorced.
Hey, remember me?
Yeah. I heard you got divorced.
I was the guy that was in your backyard.
Oh, wait. No. Just write, so divorce, question mark.
No. Hey, do so ...
Yeah. Divorce, question mark.
Look, here's a picture from her former backyard.
Oh, yeah. That is. Oh, wow.
Let me see a picture.
Really nice backyard.
Yeah, it's really nice. A lot of
What
grass.
did you send her? What did you send her?
I said so ...
Divorce, question mark?
No, you follow up with a divorce.
Yeah, maybe I'll wait till tomorrow. I'll send her the
how about-
exclamation point on that. Be like, you must have missed this.
I heard you like guys from Boston.
Well, no, it's a bad time for that.
And she's also, she's going back to A-Rod.
That's true.
Yeah. So we're good. But yeah, shocking news in the love world, which we cover extensively
It's tough.
on
It's
this
tough.
show.
Also, there was a fire at the Cowboys hotel today,
Oh, yeah.
so everyone's safe.
Who started it?
If I had to guess, I would probably say Jerry. This might be a Vesuvio's thing.
Yeah.
He needs money. He's got to pay Dak and CD. He might trade CD.
Yeah, you're right. I'm surprised they're still at camp. I feel like camp ended.
Camp broke for a lot of people. Yeah.
Yeah, because they just announced like a lot of these preseason games, no one started.
Honestly, if we're being real, if Michael Irvin was around,
Yeah. That was his fire.
that's my guess.
That was his fire, for sure. Okay, we got a great rest of the show, so we'll kick it to ourselves with Hot Seat Cool Throne, Mount Rushmore of things that are hard to explain, and Caleb Williams. Before we get to Hot Seat Cool Throne, game time. Football season is here, and we can't wait to get out some games this fall with the help of Gametime, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. You know how much we love Gametime. Now with their brand new Gametime Picks feature, they're making it even easier to get to a game. Gametime Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. Hank, give us football is so close to being back. The Thursday night game, it is Ravens-Chiefs, AFC Championship rematch. Give us some prices.
Banner night, AFC Championship rematch. The cheapest get-in price I'm seeing on the Gametime app is $242.
Ooh, that's a good deal. For banner night? So Gametime has the best deals out there. If you're a Chiefs fan, if you're any fan, and you're looking to go to a game this fall, pull up that Gametime app right now and choose and turn on the GT Picks setting at the top of the screen. Did you turn on GT Picks?
Nope.
Turn on GT Picks or browse the best local Gametime pick deals near you on your Gametime app homepage. What are you waiting for? We're going to maybe buy those Chiefs.
$249.
Okay, so we should maybe buy those tickets for a couple fans. We might think about that.
Yeah, you know what we should do? We should send sprinkles.
Oh, it's not the Lions, though. It's the Ravens and the Chiefs.
Oh, okay.
But we should send sprinkles. We should send sprinkles.
The funniest part about that, it was after about a 20-minute pause that we took to get the microphone set up.
Nailed that line.
And Hank was like, okay, do the line. And I was like, fuck it, send sprinkles.
All right, so go to the Gametime app right now.
We should send sprinkles anyway.
Yeah, we should. Download the Gametime app today and use code PMT to easily score. Great deals with new Gametime picks. What time is it? Game time. Hot Seat Cool Throne is brought to you by our friends at Coors Light. You know it is the coldest beer out there. Fans of even the biggest rivals agree on one thing, the mountain cold refreshment of Coors Light. When rivalries start to heat up this season, choose chill and reach for a Coors Light to keep things cool. Rivalry getting a little overheated. Choose chill with Coors Light. When you're looking to keep it chill, there's only one beer to choose. Coors Light. College football is about to be back. That's rivalry season. We're in the midst of a rivalry. It's called Hank versus himself in Mount Rushmore season. When things heat up, choose chill and then open a Coors Light. Even the biggest rivalries agree. When it's time to cool things down and enjoy the game, you choose chill and then reach for a Coors Light. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door with Instacart or GoPuff by going to CoorsLight.com/take. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Coors Light, the best beer out there. Oh, nothing better than a Coors Light in the fall, tailgate, at the big game. It's the best beer in the world. All right, Hot Seat Cool Throne. Hank.
My hot seat is the Chicago Bears.
Uh-oh.
Why?
We talked about the Matthew Judon trade, and basically it worked out for the Patriots. The Bears and the Falcons had very similar offers, so the Patriots gave Matthew Judon the option of which team he wanted to go to, and he chose the Falcons.
I mean, he's from Louisiana, I think, so not too far from Atlanta.
Yeah, they love the Falcons in Louisiana.
Yeah, they love him. I'm honestly happy that we didn't trade. I think Ryan Poles has got it set up perfectly.
But they wanted to.
Well, they offered.
Yeah.
You made the offer.
So it's not like Ryan
with a
Paul
ton
was
of
doing that
Well,
intentionally.
no,
It,
but I
it
would
sounds
rather-
like the Bears drove up the price for the Falcons.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's the same
we
price.
Knew. No,
Drove
no,
it up.
They
no.
had 2 offers.
Drove it up.
No, they drove it up. They drove it up.
Because the Falcons had to match.
So you're trying to. So the guy that you said was definitely going to be still on the Patriots, you're now saying is a loss for the Bears.
I think if it gets presented in the way it got presented, where it's like a player had the choice, like not the
I saw this tweet. It was like a
Bears,
week
not
old.
the
I got
Falcons.
tagged in it.
It's a couple days ago.
Yeah, it was a week old. Well, let me see.
Albert Breer's tweet was really the mean one, and I didn't even think it was fair.
But wait, Hank, I thought you were saying that it's okay to lose Matthew Judon because he's getting older.
2 days
So
ago,
wouldn't that be a good thing
Albert
for
Yeah,
Breer
aren't
said
you? Shouldn't I be happy that he's not on the Bears?
it was a good
He doesn't
player.
really fit with Eberflus's scheme either.
Albert Breer said New England, believing the Bears and Falcons were in similar category and with third-round offers from both, gave linebacker Judon his choice of being dealt to Atlanta or Chicago. And then Breer said Judon obviously picked Atlanta.
Obviously.
Well, obviously
That
because
was
that's,
mean.
because that's where he ended up.
And he's got more chance to play. He
And
might
he's
not
from-
even be
yeah,
a starter
he's
on
from
our defensive
Louisiana.
line. It's so deep.
I think the obviously part came from the fact that he is indeed a Falcon. So obviously he did pick the Falcons. Also, not fitting into Matt Eberflus's scheme, that's a very good thing historically.
Matt Eberflus is a good defensive coordinator.
I mean, just as a head coach.
Yeah, but he's a good defense. He turned that defense around when our defensive coordinator left for various reasons.
Was it various reasons?
Various
Or was it-
reasons. Yeah, Matthew Judon. He's from Louisiana, close to Atlanta, and he went to high school in Michigan. Probably hates the Bears because he liked the Lions. That makes sense. Yeah, actually, if you do Detroit and Baton Rouge, Atlanta's probably right in the middle.
Also, net positive for the Bears because he wears the long sleeve sweatshirt.
Yep.
That's not a tough Chicago Bear weather guy.
Listen, we're not in full win now mode. We're in win
But
now.
you wanted him.
I never find me a tweet where I said I wanted him.
No, the Bears. I'm saying you. Like
I think Ryan Poles is he's wheeling and dealing. He's out in the business. You got to at least call.
I would say the win now
they
window
offered.
is open though,
Yeah.
for the Bears.
Yeah, win now window might be open.
I think it's open.
We got
You
some
got
regular
crack.
season games.
You got a nice little draft coming in.
Yeah.
then my cool throws back.
Just trying to yuck my yum.
No, I just it was a topic of conversation on this show.
This is Hank is.
It was an
Hank
interesting follow up. That's a
Hank is
relevant follow up.
Hank is in the depths because he actually, I saw him off camera the other day admit that the Patriots are going to be terrible this year. He's trying to drag us down.
That's just. I mean, if we're doing admitations off camera, then that's a
Admitations.
slippery slope. But
Oh, what I meant.
no, I'm not. I'm not going to stoop to that level.
What I meant.
What's going on, Hank? What's on your mind?
I'm not going to stoop to that level. My cool throws
What
backyard.
did I
admit?
Hank,
What did I
spill it.
admit?
You're obviously thinking
Where
about
do I
something.
begin? I mean, I got a laundry list of things. There's a code. There's a code.
I mean, saying that you think the Patriots are bad, that's a code that I broke?
I didn't say I think they're bad. I just think they're
You think
not
they're
going to
gonna be
win
bad
a
this
lot
year?
of games.
Yeah.
Statistically.
Yeah.
My cool throws backyard baseball.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's back.
It's back.
Yeah.
They released a video. Someone found they started an Instagram a couple weeks ago, and someone uncovered the Instagram, which is one of the crazier. Like that's just a weird internet thing where like someone's like, I found this backyard baseball Instagram account. It has 200 followers, but it follows like how do you find that?
That seems like it was planted.
Maybe because then it came back this week. It probably
Didn't we
was.
talk to them?
Yeah, we did.
What, I was not supposed to
No,
get
I
that
don't
off
know.
screen?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they came into the office because we were talking about maybe making a level that's our office.
I got a text about that from somebody, and I passed it along.
Yeah.
I don't know if you followed.
Is
up
this a
on it.
bid admit offline?
No, this is your thing now.
Well, I'm asking a question. If
We
talk-
did, yeah, that happened. It didn't happen publicly, but it
Yeah.
definitely happened.
I'm gonna have to
Sorry,
be careful what I
strike
say
that
in the group
admit
chats
from
from
the
now on.
strike that admit from the. I mean,
It would have been sick.
it would have been sick. I'm pumped.
It
that
still
it's
might
back.
happen. Who
Yeah.
knows?
I have a.
This actually makes it probably better chance.
I have
Let's
an-
get it done.
I have an on-camera admission, Hank.
Okay.
I've never played backyard baseball.
I also have never.
It seems like it's fun.
Because we're
we're
a
too
little older.
Oh, this stinks for you guys.
I-
Well,
It
no,
does,
I
I
want to
know.
play. I'm not knocking it. I would love to play it.
Pablo Sanchez.
When
Kenny
did it come out?
Wheeler,
Like
Kenny,
in the
Kenny
90s.
Tamaguchi.
I don't
No,
think
what was
so.
it? Kenny
At least like
Tamaguchi?
99.
I don't know.
Because like the players were definitely your era of players.
Pablo. Yeah, it was like it was,
1997.
yeah.
I'm sorry, I missed it.
How
This is
old
bad.
are you guys?
Well,
bad.
here's
Bad.
the thing. My family, we were always like 2 generations behind the most current game system. So it would take me a good 8 years to catch up to whatever was popular.
Sunny day, chuck
I'm gonna think of
downfield.
something else. I really wanted Matthew Judon on the team. That's
Dante
really
Robinson,
hurts.
Kenny
The
Kawaguchi,
Falcons
that's what it was.
Sunned us like that.
Vicky Kawaguchi was trash.
Change the topic.
I got my fifis hurt the other day because there was one of those. There was a Twitter poll out there that said, which quarterback would you rather have retweet for Jaden Daniels, heart for Drake May?
Oh.
And of course, Drake May won.
That's dirty trick.
That's what I don't like. I don't like that. That's election interference when you do that. You could
dirty
put up,
trick.
You could put up a poll that said, which cast member of Part of My Take is taller? Retweet for Big Cat, heart for PFT, and I would win that. Maybe not. Maybe not.
Yeah, I don't
Maybe
know.
we should do a social experiment on that one. Because I feel like those polls are skewed. They're skewed, and I don't like them.
They are skewed. Yeah, I'm excited for backyard baseball.
Backyard football also elite.
It was a computer game?
All
So
of the
maybe I
backyard.
did play it a little bit.
No,
Now that I
you're
think
not.
about it.
allowed, no, you're not allowed to talk.
No,
If you would know,
I-
you would
no,
know
no, no,
Pete
no, no.
Weber
I'm
and
saying- I
Pablo
want it
Sanchez
very
if you
clear.
if
I
you got
did
to
not
control
play
their
it.
power and speed.
I'm not saying I ever played it to I never played it, but I have played one time maybe.
Kenny Kawaguchi
Because I forgot it was
wheels.
computer.
So it was on. It was not
and
on a gaming system.
It was a
just
computer game.
MS DOS,
Yes.
CD-ROM.
I'm starting to come back to me, but I did not play it. I'm not saying I played it. I'm saying I was aware of it more than I realized.
That would be a good Mount Rushmore too. Is Mount Rushmore of computer games?
Yeah. Snood.
Not video games.
Snood 1-1. I love Snood.
Doom,
Power Pete.
I
Boomer
think
Doom?
backyard baseball would be
Doom,
1-1.
Boomer
Doom,
Doom?
Doom, and
Yeah.
Quake.
Chocolate Chunk?
I used to play like MVP baseball on computer, but
I should just
That was my it was N64. Ken Griffey baseball was my jam.
the free pinball on.
Yeah,
I hate
Free
hate
pinball's
pinball.
great.
I've never been a pinball guy.
Not on
me-
the computer.
me neither.
though.
no on the,
No, in general, I hate pinball.
But
Yeah,
the
same.
space pinball on the computer was elite.
Hank
Yeah.
puts 18 hours of pinball in a week
Yeah.
at our office.
When Hank complains about coming to when he takes a vacation, he's actually mostly taking a vacation for pinball.
yeah.
It's basically it just trades off he and Spider, and whoever has the record, you just can take the other person and scratch off their entire week, knowing that that's all they're going to try to do.
There's times where Hank's like, all right, I'm heading home. See you guys later. And then 3 hours later, you walk over into the kitchen. It's like, what, dude? You're still here?
it's the ultimate because it's free. It's the ultimate one more game, and then it's like
Yeah.
Dude, you know, pinball used to be like a badass thing to do back in the day, in the 60s, 70s. Dads would be like, "Don't date that boy. He plays pinball."
Pinball
it's a
was
fun game. It's addicting. Probably why it's like addictive personality syndrome.
good. Hot seat, cool throne. Hank.
Thanks.
Yeah, you and Spider, two real rebels of the office. My hot seat is that guy Sinner, the tennis player.
Oh,
Sinner.
steroids.
Oh, no.
So Sinner just won at Indian Wells, I think last week. He beat Tiafoe, and a report just came out today. He tested positive not once but twice for a banned substance. The tennis community, this was months ago, they found out about it. They gave him a slap on the wrist, and they accepted his explanation of how he got the steroids in his system. And the explanation is his trainer was performing you get calluses on your feet during a tournament or something. And his trainer said that he had a scalpel to cut off part of the calluses, accidentally sliced his thumb, and then used one of those new skin type sprays on his cut to heal it up. And then later on in the day, gave Sinner a full body massage. And that's how the chemical got onto Sinner's body.
Okay, so two things. One, his name is Sinner.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Hate the sin.
yeah.
Love the Sinner.
Two, I think I defend him because if you come up with such a bullshit excuse the first time and they buy it, why wouldn't you keep doing it? Being like they'll just come up with this, they'll accept anything.
Well, it was the same excuse. He tested positive twice for it, but he said that's how he got it.
Yeah, again, I think I have his back because that's on the tennis community. What's the tennis?
Federation.
So
Federation?
I actually saw this. They have a ridiculous name. I'm trying to look it up right now. It's called the Federation for Fairness in Tennis.
But you see what I'm saying? If you use such a ridiculous excuse the first time and they buy it, what is the disincentive to not keep using that excuse?
There's none.
Right. So I would just keep doing it. It makes no sense. RFK is going to keep collecting bear cubs in his car because he didn't get in trouble the first time.
That's just a fact.
Right.
He got away with it.
Right.
He's going to be a serial massager.
Right.
So, yeah, he said that it came from a spray used on his trainer's hand. and then his trainer put the chemical on his body via a full body massage.
And then he tested positive.
And then he tested positive
Got
for
it
later.
Yeah.
But
Again,
the other tennis players are pissed.
This is essentially like, no, honey, the glitter on me is not from the strip club. I actually went to a sprinkles party.
I
was going home, and there was a huge stop in traffic, and there was a 3-year-old's birthday party happening, and I got sprinkle bombed.
I actually stopped by Michael's, the craft store, to pick up some things for the house because I know you like decorating.
Right, and if she buys that, then you're going to keep doing that.
Yeah, so Sinner said, I will now put this challenging and deeply unfortunate period behind me. I will continue to do everything I can to ensure that I comply with the ITIA's anti-doping program. It's called the International Tennis Integrity Agency. If an agency is named like that explicitly cornily,
Yeah.
there's no better mark that agency is completely full of shit.
Yes, agreed. If you have to add more, the word salad agencies are always the most full of shit agencies in the world.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Hot seat.
It's the same drug that Fernando Tatis got suspended for.
Did he also get a massage?
I'm sure he did.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's always hurt, so probably. So my cool throne is going to be Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins on the playlist. He got the aux cord the other day. It was his birthday, so they let him choose the workout playlist at practice. I'm just going to run through it because when I saw that it was a Kirk Cousins playlist, I thought that there would be a lot of Nickelback.
Creed.
I thought there'd be some Creed, some Coldplay, maybe some DC Talk or Jars of Clay if you want to dip into the spiritual side. But his playlist is The Middle by Jimmy Eat World, Move Along by the All-American Rejects. There's Green Day, Stacy's Mom, Fountains of Wayne. Maybe got a little New York Jets quarterback in him, former Jet, current Bronco. All the Small Things by Blink-182, The Anthem by Good Charlotte, Mr. Brightside.
This sounds like an awesome playlist.
The Best of You by the Foo Fighters, another Good Charlotte song, Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, Dirty Little Secret, Sugar We're Going Down, Somebody Told Me by the Killers, Dear Maria, Count Me In by All Time Low. This guy has good taste in music now. Or maybe we're just washed.
No. Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Why not both?
True.
Can I was going to say why not both? Because you and I are.
Good point.
Yeah.
Kat. Yeah. Listen, this
You don't have to say. 31 is not washed. It's not washed, Hank.
this is
31 is a spring chicken.
this is a great playlist.
Yeah, it is.
Like Kirk Cousins surprised me.
I
with
saw
this
it and I
playlist.
wanted to roast it. I was like, all these songs rock.
This is good. It's actually 90% of a pop punk playlist.
Yes.
Like this is our set list. that
Oh,
we
Kirk
played.
Cousins singing a pop punk song on stage would be awesome. You might just have to start doing shows in Atlanta.
Yeah.
If you do it, like if you build it, they will come.
Yeah.
Just a residency in Atlanta.
Kirk, listen, anytime you want, you can get on stage, sing a song with us. You don't have to sing the F word parts.
Yeah,
We'll bleep those out.
we
for
will.
you.
Okay, my hot seat is us. This is a theme now. We're just talking about washing. Actually, Hank, you might be in this. Max, you might be in this too. I was thinking, so we have a great life. We have a great job. Everything is awesome. But there are definitely certain times when you're like, man, I miss that. And every year, no matter what, it's these last 2 weeks of August when I see kids going back to college. I'm like, fuck. That's it. So I want to just give a PSA to anyone listening to this right now who went back to college or maybe starting college. It is the fastest 4 years of your life. So just embrace it and like close your eyes and live in the moment. But I don't know, something about these like college football starting next week, those first few games on campus when it's hot and everyone's partying and like the first September is such a joke in college. You don't go to any of your classes. You don't have to worry about anything. Midterms feel like so long away. Yeah, we at Wisconsin did welcome week where it was just an entire week where everyone went back just to rage. I miss it. So
It is a very, very good week. And it's funny because when you're in college, you take summers off and then you go home, you party with all your friends from your hometown. And then when you go back to school, you don't have that downside of, oh, God damn it, I have to go back to school. You have, oh yeah, I get to go hang out with all my friends from college.
Right.
And it's a great week. And I do miss that too.
it is because there's a lot of things about college I do not miss. And like, living in squalor and
I kind of miss that.
every now and then I talked to you guys. I told you guys my wife was out of town last week. I kind of went back to that. I was like, I don't think this is for me anymore. But there's every now and then I'm just like, man, I miss that welcome week. You know what I'm talking about, Hank?
I kind of miss the idea of just having an apartment where I would not care if everything in there got lost in fire.
I've lived in squalor for sure, just not at college.
Breaking shit.
Yeah. Putting holes in the wall. That's artwork now.
I threw a backwards
Still
pass.
is.
I lived in the same apartment for 2 years in Madison. Didn't really break a lot of stuff, like, wear and tear. Last day before we moved out, I threw a behind the back pass beer can right through the window.
That rocks.
It's awesome.
I mean, it's too
and
late
I had
to
no
fix
money,
it.
and it was like $300 to fix.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
too late
This
to fix
fucking
it.
sucks.
Yeah, forget about that glass pane. I think I was living with the Beeve at one point, and we had so much trash in the kitchen, and our landlord came over. He was like, you guys got to get rid of all this trash. And I was like, okay, be careful what you wish for, bud.
I told this before.
And so I took it out on the porch, and we had it was, like one of those second story apartments. So you had like a little deck area that was maybe, the size of, I don't know, just like a large closet. And then you had a deck above you and a deck below you. I took all that trash out there. We gathered it, and then we had a controlled burn. We just lit it on fire. And then the landlord came by later, and he was like, you can't be lighting fires. And I said, I said, okay, Dad. You told me to take the trash out.
Not our fault. Okay, my cool throne is, just embrace college. If you're going to college, if you're going back to college, if you're starting college, fucking embrace it. Because the beginning, the first few weeks when it's just beautiful weather and you don't have to go to class is just, there's something special. All right, my cool throne, I have two. One is for Aaron Rodgers, because when we had Aaron Rodgers on for Chill Week, he told us, make football hard again. That was one of the things he wanted. And he said that the Jets camp this year is much harder and maybe the hardest in the last 7 or 8 years of his career. And he said that Robert Saleh is like really cracking the whip, and the boys are hitting hard, and it's tough, and it's making football hard. So good job, Aaron Rodgers. Made football hard again.
Good job, Aaron Rodgers. And it sounds like everybody on the Jets is there.
Yeah.
Right?
Hassan Reddick, update, memes?
Memes, is Hassan Reddick not hard?
Memes, the season's about to start.
He'll come. He'll come.
Well, he's got to be hard before he comes.
He's gonna come. No, he's gonna come. He'll get hard. He'll come.
You sure he's going to come?
Positive, he's gonna come.
Okay.
Well, so he has not come yet, right? And he owes what, like $3 million? That's an expensive come.
What will you do if he doesn't come?
We just wait for him. But Matthew Judon is helping him come.
Why?
He said today that he wants to show off for the Falcons so he could earn his contract.
So how does that have anything to do with Hassan Reddick?
Oh, Hassan Reddick just needs to show up and he'll get that contract.
So you think Hassan Reddick saw Matthew Judon said that and said, you know what? He's right.
Well, it doesn't help his case.
What?
Hassan Reddick, because he hasn't showed up.
Well, Hassan Reddick is watching another man come for the Falcons, and he's not coming yet.
Also, Hassan Reddick is 3 years younger than Matthew Judon. Matthew Judon knows that this is his last chance at a contract.
Could be Hassan's too.
Okay.
I guess, yeah. In
Yeah.
like
Right?
the universal
Sure.
sense.
29 could be his last big one.
Kyle Shanahan taught us we might die tomorrow.
Yeah. Memes, I don't think you're going to get him to come.
I think we will.
I really don't think you're going to get him to come. I don't even think he's hard. He hasn't been at camp.
He can't get, you have
He's
to be
literally
at camp to get hard.
Right. So he's soft as could be right now, and you're telling me he's going to come.
I think he's going to come.
No,
Okay.
you got to walk before you nut.
All right. My other cool throne is Tua. Tua's on my cool throne.
Yeah.
Because he went on Le Batard show and basically said that Brian Flores was doing mental torture on him. And he said, if you woke up every morning and I told you that you suck at what you did, that you don't belong, that you don't belong doing what you do, that you shouldn't be here, that this guy should be here, that you haven't earned this right, and then you have somebody else come in and tell you, dude, you're the best fit for this. He said, how would it make you feel listening to one or the other? Talking about Brian Flores basically shitting on Tua every single day. And so normally I saw that clip. I was like, yeah, that sucks, but who knows? Like, Tua might be exaggerating. Brian Flores actually came out and said, like, I've evolved, and yeah, I kind of fucked that up.
Yeah. Also, I think Tua said he was a terrible person.
Yeah.
You don't really hear quarterbacks say it that much. It sounds like Tua is to Brian Flores as Big Cat is to the chat.
What do you mean?
Like the chat is your Brian
Oh
Flores.
yes, yeah. They every time I log on for the streams, for the Doug streams, they're like, "You're terrible at what you do. You shouldn't be here. Someone else should be here. You suck. I hate you.
Yeah.
Sliders, cheat code, glitch play.
You just need more positive energy.
Learn more plays.
Learn more plays. Oh, 4-play playbook. You're never gonna win the big one. You're a piece of shit.
No composure.
No composure. You're fat. We hate you. We hope you die.
This does give more
Pre-recorded.
This does give more credence to our theory, though, that former New England Patriots coaches, they go places, they become head coaches, and then they absolutely tank those teams so that the Patriots would have an easier walk through their division. It sounds like if you were to tell me that Brian Flores was sent on a mission to the Miami Dolphins to destroy the team and destroy their new quarterback, it sounds like that's exactly what he was doing.
Flores admitted it was true, so Tua's not wrong. But
Yeah.
his last 2 seasons with the Dolphins, they won 19 games. Mike McDaniel's first 2 seasons with the Dolphins, they've won 20.
Okay.
So it's not like he was the worst coach in the world. Like he was getting semi-results. They missed the playoffs with 10 wins, but
let's look back at Brian Flores' tenure as a Miami Dolphin. He destroyed the confidence of their young quarterback. He sued the team, and he narked on the team.
I think
he won some games.
it's also just as simple as everyone would leave Belichick's coaching tree and try to be Bill Belichick. And turns out when you tell someone you suck, you don't know what you're doing, you're a piece of shit, it's something that you can listen to when the person has 6 rings. And when they don't, they're just an asshole.
Or it's easier for you to accept that criticism.
Correct.
If you're already good.
Yeah. Or
Like if you're Tom Brady and you have a guy that's telling you like always on your case, I'm sure that sucks a lot.
yeah.
But it's probably easier to digest that than it would be if you're a first-year quarterback and your coach is just destroying your confidence before you have an opportunity to get any.
Yeah, it's carrot in the stick. If you know there's a carrot at the end and someone says, "Oh, they're hitting you with the stick," it's like, "Well, I'm gonna get the carrot." Actually, that doesn't work.
We have to change.
You never get the carrot.
We got to
Fuck.
change that entire analogy too, because who gives a fuck about a carrot?
If I'm getting hit by a stick, I'd rather have the carrot.
If you were to say like Cool Ranch Doritos,
Yeah,
or a stick.
did a rabbit write that?
Yeah,
That
it
makes
did.
no sense.
It should be a Coors Light and a stick.
Yeah, Mountain Dew and a stick.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That would get me off. That would get me to get off my ass. Mountain Dew. Shout out Mountain Dew. The best. Okay, Huey, you're up.
My hot seat.
I got a question for you, Huey.
Yeah.
When you do Who's Back, someone mentioned this. Do you say Hugh is back?
No, I think people want me to start saying Hughes back.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a couple DMs from that. They're like, you should do Hughes back.
Oh,
And
I
said,
thought you might have even said it. It was kind of
No,
like
yeah.
the dress, is it whatever, green or gold?
yeah,
Whatever
I
it
remember
was,
that.
black or gold.
My hot seat, Godster Childress.
Oh yeah,
So is a former Lion, first round pick. He at 1 a.m. took a flight. Apparently in his apology took a couple of sleeping medications that he shouldn't have, that he's not familiar with,
Okay.
and he peed on a woman
On a flight.
on a plane. Yes, on a plane.
Godster
Godster Childress.
Children.
Yeah, he's a big
I think
big
it's
guy.
Churlish.
Childress. Yeah, he's like 6'5", 6'6". He was a tackle. I mean, big son of a bitch peeing on you.
peeing on you. On a flight.
At a 1 a.m. flight.
Yeah.
It was yeah.
I mean, if you do take sleeping pills, you can have crazy things.
Yeah.
Crazy things can happen to you on a flight.
Yes.
Absolutely
Crazy.
insane things.
Hank, would you
Sure.
like to see a picture of Godster, see if it's your speed?
No,
Okay. Just seeing.
I'm not into that stuff.
I do love every time
You're into planes.
when somebody goes viral for anything that happens on a plane, just the first response is, Hank, are you going to date him?
You just started dating Godster Childress. Okay.
My cool throne, a man by the name of oh boy.
Why do you pick the hardest names?
Well, also, isn't it Churlish? I don't think there's a D in the last name.
We're just going with Childress.
Okay, Godster Churlish.
Ducras Duplas.
Are you talking about DDP?
This guy in the Tour de
DDP?
France?
DDP, yeah, the UFC guy.
Or DSP? DDP,
yeah.
I just think of DDP and Diamond Dallas
Drecus.
Page.
Dricus Duplas.
Just go with DDP.
Duplescence.
This is great because we can't get sued for this, even if we get the story wrong.
Yeah.
We don't
know
have
who we're
any idea who
Yeah.
we're talking
Yeah.
about.
He beat Israel Adesanya.
Oh, nailed that.
Round 4 of a UFC fight. Round 5 championship fight. But in round 4, it was a rough round for Decris. And he was not looking good. He looked like he was clearly going to lose that fight. And then 5th round comes in. Izzy didn't have
work.
Is your cool throne the UFC fights from Saturday?
it. My cool throne is Decris Duplass.
Winning the fight.
Yeah, coming back out of nowhere, waking up from the dead.
This is like a Magic Johnson tweet.
Yeah.
just 4 days later. Decris, way to go, dude.
So was it
Yeah.
a good fight?
It was.
It was great. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
it was a great fight.
It was awesome. It was just we didn't see it coming, and now he's got the world in front of him.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Champion.
Yeah, cool.
Cool throw.
DDP.
DDP. Cool throw. Where did you find that story? Was that just
No, I was watching it on Saturday, and then I just kind of
forgot about it?
I kind of was like, well, let's bring it up. Yeah. I wasn't watching that. I was.
I kind of
watching
wish
Joe
you would
Rogan.
have saved this for Friday's show. Would have been nicer if we got even more time in between.
I should start doing UFC recaps on Friday.
Yeah, just a week later.
Wait, did you say that you weren't really watching the fight? You were watching mostly for Joe Rogan?
Well, Joe Rogan had a commentator.
Oh, you
commentating.
watched the fight commentator.
Yeah, so I was watching. So
Companion, yeah.
I knew it was happening. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't buy the pay-per-view. He watched Joe Rogan and
Watch it.
Brendan Schaub watch it
Yeah.
and commentate on it.
I like that.
That's a hell of a way to watch it.
Huey's second screen is just his first screen.
So they must have said his name a lot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They would say they would say his last name a lot.
Okay.
Where's he from?
And I was,
South Africa.
Yeah.
I
Yeah. It
just
was a
wanted to
battle of
hear you
Africa.
Yeah, it was the Battle of Africa.
I'm from South Africa, sir.
All right. Good hot seat, cool throne, everyone. Let's do the Mount Rushmore of things that are hard to explain. Okay, Mount Rushmore time. It's brought to you by our friends at Mountain Dew. You see us. We're at camp. This is going to be the funnest week. We're basically kids again. Mountain Dew, they were a wonderful sponsor of Grit Week as well. You know what we all need to do? We need to get off our ass. With bold flavors, refreshing citrus kick, Mountain Dew will get you off your ass and have you feeling like you're an actual mountain. Hank just dropped a couple of the Mountain Dews. A mountain where the weather is always perfect. Your friends are ready to hang, and a day of epic proportions awaits. We're going to play, I think we're going to swim. We're going to be doing some softball. We're going to do some rock climbing. It's all Mountain Dew. So I've been drinking this Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew is one of those sodas where it's like every time I have them, like I need to drink more Mountain Dew.
I got the Code Red right here.
It's
No
so
soda changed the game harder than Code Red. When Code Red dropped,
Well,
it was the beginning of the
and
era.
they changed the game multiple times.
Oh, the Baja
They
Blast.
changed the game, then they changed the game again.
Yeah, Hank actually taste tested the Baja Blast. Hank invented Baja
Yeah,
Blast.
And they were a powerhouse before they even changed the game.
Yeah, right. They were powerhouse, then they changed the game. Then everyone's like, "Oh, this is a new game." They're like, "Whoops, we just changed on you again."
Code Red.
Yeah. So thank you to Mountain Dew. Okay, Mount Rushmore of things that are hard to explain. Right now, we are with 5 Mount Rushmores left. Max has already clinched whatever.
Congrats,
65.
Max.
Good job,
Thanks,
Max.
guys. Thanks, guys.
I have 54, so I'm still in danger. PFT has 47. Hank has 44.
Yeah,
What?
it's
I am.
anybody's game.
Technically,
That's cute when you throw that in there. That's nice.
Hank, if you rattle off the next 5 going number 1, and I pick up a point, I'm screwed.
I mean, Hank should have gotten number 1 last time.
I know the voting.
How do you
The
feel
voting,
about how
you,
that
blame,
went?
you blame the voters.
No, I don't.
Stop the steal
Yeah.
on your Mount Rushmore picks?
Yeah, Hank looked at it. He was the first vote, and it had 100% for him. And then all of a sudden, in the middle of the night, they changed all the votes.
It's crazy. So, are you feeling?
I feel good. I
I
enjoy.
feel like this is a perfect Mount Rushmore for you because a lot of things are hard to explain for you.
Well, there's a lot of material for Hank to work with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm blessed to have the opportunity, and I'm looking forward to the end of the season.
Okay.
You sound like a Belichick.
You sound
right
like
now.
you're about to retire.
No, it's a hard game. Sometimes you finish the season, you want to get ready in the off season and go for next year, and I might have to do some thinking.
You got to circle the wagons right now.
Yeah.
This is the time where you got to circle the wagons.
Over
gear
under
up for the playoff push.
Hank's thinking is going to be, wow, I don't have to do this anymore. And then next year he's gonna be like, wait, this is back.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the extent.
I think we should do teams. I think doing like split up. Like I don't know. It's kind of weird how this was set
Next
up.
year, Mount Rushmore, we're just gonna have to do like we'll have me, Max, and PFT. We'll have all three of my kids. We'll just use their picks versus Hank and just see how he does.
I should get the first 4 picks and then you guys go.
That's actually not. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Well, I mean, the truth is, Hank, you could very easily beat me. It's not like I've been great this Mount
No,
Rushmore
you
season.
got it. You're so much
No,
better than me.
I'm 3 points ahead of you. How does the point system work now?
3, 2, 1.
4, 3, 2,
0.
1.
Okay, so there's a good chance, Hank, that you could even surpass me this game.
That's literally impossible.
No,
but
you could tie.
yeah.
Yeah, you could tie
Good
in this
math.
game.
If you get 4 points and I get 0 points.
No, 1 point. You get one. You get one for just showing up. This is like the SAT.
Hank said 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Yeah, but count that.
Okay,
here's-
no, fifth place gets 0.
Hank's,
That's fact.
Hank's first pick.
my first
explaining
pick-
Mount Rushmore.
Fifth
Yeah.
place gets 0.
How a snake draft works.
Okay, what's the order? This is going to be a tricky one because we're sitting out of order.
It's going to be Max, me, Big Cat, Hank.
Okay.
Because Hank went first last time.
Now we got to be on
and
our
he took boobs.
feeling boobs. We got to be smart here because we're zigzagging across the room.
We're gonna mess up 1,000%.
Yes. All right. So Max, you're up first.
I am first.
Max is like, do you feel good about like making it not competitive? It's not fun.
I mean, it's
Yo,
still.
where
it
was
is
this last
competitive.
summer?
You
Well,
didn't let
yeah.
me pick anything last summer.
Yeah, actually, that's a great point. I didn't even realize that you had the best Mount Rushmore picker on your team last year, and you still lost.
Hank was going for 1 week. I think I got first every time.
Yeah. Max, and since you've already clinched, you can open up the book here. How do you go about making your relatable selections?
I don't know.
Meatballs. If you
Yeah,
have a chance to
meatballs.
take meatballs.
Yeah, just if every other food draft is a food draft, like the big boys are going to eat.
Yeah. Okay. Max,
One.
you're still blaming food drafts.
Yeah, we haven't done a food draft in so long.
You took a month and a half.
You took
Yeah.
feeling boobs, number one.
You said it like it's a bad thing to do.
Okay.
Things that are difficult to explain. First pick, the female anatomy.
Oh, good
Okay.
pick.
Including boobs.
Yeah. Good pick,
Sure,
Max.
sure.
Female anatomy. That's a good pick. Would you have done that one?
No.
We're at camp, so you just heard over the loudspeaker. We'll probably cut that. But we have announcements. We actually woke up this morning. Corey was over the loudspeaker waking us up being like, food is
He
ready.
said breakfast has been canceled due to lack of hustle.
Okay, PFT.
That would have been a good quote, movie quote.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shoot.
My first overall.
Well, you said
This is hard. No, my first overall, Hank. My personal.
He said his
overall.
first overall.
Hank, shut the fuck up. This is hard because I've got a lot of different ones on here. I have no idea.
Well,
how
I'd
to-
hope you'd have a lot of different ones.
I have no idea how to rank them though. That's my problem.
Go goofy style.
Okay, I'll go goofy style.
Yeah, you clinched.
Okay, first overall for me, I'm going to go with how money works.
Ooh, good one.
How money works / finance.
Yeah.
No
No
idea.
idea.
Where does money come from?
And why is it valuable?
I think it's because you say it's
paper.
valuable, then I also agree that it's valuable, so it's valuable.
How money works?
Yep. Big
Okay,
cat.
My pick. The universe.
So you're taking everything.
I guess the technical pick could be. I'm having a hard time explaining just what my pick is because it's so confusing.
The Big Bang? Or are you talking about the start? God?
How big the universe is
Pretty
so hard to explain. I watched a video the other day where they zoomed out. That will fuck you up
Are you talking
for a
about-
while.
Are you talking about watching the Grateful Dead at the Sphere?
No, kind of similar, but it was like it was someone sitting on a beach in California and then zoomed out, so that actually does sound like the Sphere. Zoomed out and then just kept on zooming out, and it's like, here's our Milky Way, or here's our universe, here's a Milky Way, then there's millions and
I feel like they just make that shit up though.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
Do you?
A new universe drops like every other week.
But when
And
you
who's deciding that?
But when you think about it,
Neil
does it not
Tyson.
hurt your brain?
I had outer space, so it's like
Yeah.
kind of similar.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
how.
Yeah.
I guess the
The
technical pick would be-
infinite freaks me out.
Yeah,
Thinking about something as infinite makes
the infinite space of the universe.
Well, here's the thing: is the universe is not infinite. There's like an end to the universe, and it's getting bigger.
Yeah, but it's behind us.
See that?
Yeah.
Light years
Try to
and
explain
things
what
being
you just
behind
said.
us.
yeah,
and ahead
right.
of us.
See, I think this is a good pick because we
Yeah.
don't know.
The universe is it's finite, but it's getting bigger.
Yeah.
And
And
it's
there,
like me during football season.
yes, and there might also be multiple other universes.
Got it.
And in other universes,
But wait,
we're
are we,
winners.
Milky Way is a galaxy, and then that's in a what?
Milky Way is a candy bar.
In what? What is Milky Way in?
My pantry.
Universe.
The Milky Way is a galaxy that's in the universe, but I think the Milky Way galaxy is part of a cluster of galaxies.
Yeah, and then there's another, like, then that's all a cluster, and there's another cluster, and there's like, this is just one of those things that if you don't think that there's other life somewhere, you're crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You're crazy. Okay. Did you have that on there, Hank?
Nope.
Oh, so you got it down pat?
Yeah. I mean, who knows if it even exists?
This might not exist.
Simulation. I will go with sight to a blind person.
Okay. Have you been doing that recently?
Have you ever tried to do that?
No.
Have you?
I've been with blind people and tried to explain. I've had moments where I've said things out loud and they've been like, "Oh, you don't have no idea what I'm talking about."
That's kind of mean.
Yeah.
Well, no, I know. It's like you were like
What were you explaining?
You're like, oh, look at that.
blind.
Look
like,
at those boobs.
No, we had a kid in our old office in Boston that was like he could kind of see but not really, and then I was explaining.
BlindMikeProject.net.
Yeah, and I was telling him a story, and I was
Shout
like,
out,
"Oh, you
Patreon.
have no idea what I'm saying because you can't really see."
You're like, Mike, I totally dunked. You
Yeah.
missed it.
And then I will go with the taste of water.
Okay. All right. Good pick.
Yeah.
What
That's
does
a good
water
pick.
taste like?
You tell me.
Life.
Explain it to me.
Tastes like life. Tastes clean.
What's clean?
I don't know what the taste of
Well,
water
different
is.
water. Honestly, the freakiest thing I ever saw a human do was Jeff DeLoe taking 5 different types of water from 5 different bottled water companies. And then we wrote the names of them on the bottom of the cups. And he went blindly and took 5 for 5 just on taste alone. And then he did it again.
That's insane.
Yeah, he's a freak.
Yeah. He is a freak. Okay. My pick?
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a good bit.
I can never explain I don't know how it works. Big airplanes, how they fly. I don't get it. I'll never get it. Thrust is all people say.
The pilots don't even know.
Dude, I saw there was a picture where like it was all the fuel that's in a 747. It's all in the wings, and it's like so much fuel. I don't get how they get that in the air.
Yeah, it takes like, I don't know, 45 minutes, an hour sometimes just to put all that fuel into the plane.
Fucking crazy.
The same thing with like aircraft carriers, how they float.
Yeah. That's a pick you could take. Yeah.
I could take that.
I did read a thread about that the other day, and everyone was just like, water displacement. I was like, okay, what does that mean?
If the space of the ship moves out water that is heavier than that space the ship is. I don't know.
Don't understand. Never will understand that.
Just say magic. Yeah, planes fly magically. Is it my turn? Mm-hmm. Hank?
Yes, it is.
Okay. My second pick, I'm going to take the rules of craps.
Okay.
I've had the rules of craps explained to me probably 10 or 11 times in my life. I've forgotten them 10 or 11 times in my life. I've played craps.
I think that's just because you were drunk?
Yes. I was definitely drunk. But that's not the point, Hank. The point is it's hard to explain. And it's harder to understand.
Yes. Well, yeah. It's always in the setting of being drunk.
If it was that hard to explain, they wouldn't put it in every casino in the world. But the good
fair
pick,
counterpoint.
good pick, good
Fair
pick. That's a good
counterpoint.
pick.
A lot of people play craps.
Yeah, a
That's a good pick.
lot of people do, but they're all drunk and they all just had the rules explained to them that night. And the next day, you ever go to a craps table in the morning? There's nobody there because nobody knows how to play in the morning.
True. Okay, Max. He's probably gonna have like some awesome pick right now.
I'm going to go with the NFL cat.
Yep,
That's a good one.
good pick.
Yeah, I think Max's key is that he also picks things that are less words.
Yeah,
So the graphic always is bigger.
yeah,
Yeah.
Meatballs, boobs.
It's simple.
System plays.
It's I have a simple mind, simple brain, simple graphic.
Okay.
Simple
mind, simple brains.
Going off of that, one word. We've talked about it on this show.
Are you going one word?
Yep, calculus.
Oh,
Okay.
this
Yep.
guy.
Yep.
I had
Yep.
that on my
Yep.
list.
Hand up. I actually don't know what calculus is.
Nope.
No idea.
I just know it's the math that comes with the most expensive books.
We've said it before. I've never even met calculus.
No.
No one's even shown me a calculus.
Goodwill Hunting. That's as close as I came to taking
Calculator is about
calculus.
as close as I've gotten to calculus.
Yes, I know you could show me a math formula. I wouldn't be able to tell you if it's calculus or
Nope.
just 2 + 2.
Yeah.
A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
That's
Y,
that's
Y
just
equals MX
algebra.
plus B. Yeah, I'm just saying letters.
Those are equations.
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
I feel like calculus is one of those things that smart people made up. They just invented a puzzle for themselves to teach other smart people so they could all feel smart.
Yeah. Oh, it's PFT. Sorry,
Oh, what? It's not Hank's turn?
it's PFT.
No,
sorry.
yeah.
Okay, we got lost.
I was wrong.
We got lost in the snake.
I was wrong.
I'm going to go with.
Good pick.
This is very difficult for me. What a catch is
Yep.
in football.
Yep. Okay.
No one knows. We still don't know.
That is
And
true.
they change it all the time.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick. I had a football one. I had 2 football ones. Kind of want to do one of them. Yeah, you know what? I'll do one of them. It's hard to explain why Matt LaFleur kicked a field goal down 8.
It is.
It's really hard to explain that.
it's easy to explain.
It's really fucking hard to explain that.
It's very easy to explain. He just got dumb for a second. He had a brain fart.
It sucks that I like Matt LaFleur as a guy because obviously I hate the team he coaches for, but we really have kind of tortured him.
Yeah, well, it's out of love because he's not going to make that mistake again.
If he makes that mistake again, then
I would actually respect it.
Yeah, if he was just like,
Yeah.
if he was just like, you know what, I want to give the PMT guys a little more fodder.
Yeah.
Okay, Hank, you have 2 picks.
I do have 2 picks. I have 3 choices.
You have 3 choices and 2 picks. You want to sound them out? We'll do a group help. You want to say all 3 and we'll pick your best 2?
I got my 4th.
We can't do that. He's still competing with.
Wait,
me.
how do you
Yeah.
get your 4th and not your...
It's not over.
I don't
This
know,
is the
I know-
coddling of Hank that I talk about.
Yeah,
Hank
yeah.
gets
this is yeah.
Yeah, we're coddling Hank.
I didn't ask you to do this. Big Cat just said it.
I was caught on Hank.
Yeah, he was coddling you.
And then he also will be
Honestly,
like, oh, well, I could
disrespectful.
still lose. You do that. Like, it's
I
like, what-
could.
what-
Sounded just like-
Technically,
Yeah.
I
Mathematically,
could.
yes.
Mathematically, I could. Do you say you've clinched if you haven't mathematically clinched?
But if you're
The second I
competing, then why are you also coddling? But if you do want to sound it out, I'm down.
Because you're so bad at this, and it like.
But I could
ruins-
still beat you. That's where it's like, which one is it? If I'm so bad at this,
All
why
right,
are you
fine.
worried?
Fuck off, Hank. You suck at this, and you're a little bitch all the time. Mount Rushmore season.
All right, I'm gonna go with your
Bad pick.
Your dreams.
Bad pick.
No, I think you're mistaking that with like the lamest things to explain.
Yeah. That was a bad pick. That was legit a bad pick.
Your dreams are very easy to explain. You're either
Yeah.
my teeth fell out or I almost had sex.
Yeah, no one wants to hear you explain your dreams.
Yeah.
That's it.
Because if I'm about to have sex in my dream, I'm definitely telling myself like, wait, this is definitely a dream.
And then I'm gonna
Well,
go.
are you gonna back your pickup?
No, because you guys are gonna say that no matter what.
No, we're being honest. Your dreams are. No one wants to hear you explain your dreams. Explaining
All right,
your
then why
dreams make perfect
is
sense.
one of the best movies of all time? Christopher Nolan, Inception, and it's basically the whole concept is how
Maybe you
everyone
should have
has
taken
these
the plot
crazy
to
detailed
Inception.
dreams, and then you wake up the next day and it's like you kind of remember some details, but you can't, and then you wake
I
up
feel
and
like
say,
that's explaining it to yourself.
I had
The
the crazy.
plot of Inception would have been very.
That-
Yeah,
Exactly.
Or
This is-
Interstellar.
Yes,
Just any
All right, so
Christopher
that's what
Nolan
I
movie.
explaining my picks is you're just gonna tear it down. I don't give a I don't
Well, I'm
care.
not coddling you.
I'm gonna go with
I'm competing
VAR.
against you.
VAR.
Explaining your dreams is easy.
VAR.
Also-
VAR.
Also easy. to
Also
explain.
easy.
Yeah.
It's basically just like challenging in football.
The
All
camera,
right,
the
next
camera
pick.
gets
No,
it right.
All right. Honorable mentions.
The camera
you
gets
picked
it right.
one of like the most popular casino games in the history of the world. You've been playing since like the 1500s.
Hank, can you explain it to me?
Yeah, it's a game
Rules
on
of
a
craps.
table. There's rules. I don't play craps, but it's like if it's hard to explain,
Explain
then
to
why
me the
does
rules of
everyone
craps.
explain to me your dreams?
Okay, so sometimes my teeth fall out in my dreams, and that's when you turn your brain off. And
Explain
you
to me VAR.
Okay, that's when the video does the robot thing and gets it right.
What's the robot thing? How's
It's
the robot
the eye
thing
in
work?
the sky. Hawkeye technology.
What is like the rule though? Like
There's
what are
cameras.
What are they determining?
1984. There's cameras everywhere, and
Got
they
it.
pick everything up.
Good, thanks. That was really helpful. I get it now.
You know exactly what VAR is.
What is it?
When a camera that tells you if it's a goal or not.
How does it determine it?
Because it's a camera.
Is a camera like AI, like it's sentient?
It's a camera that can see on the field and know when the ball crossed the line.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm confused still, but I guess it's really easy.
Well, you must be pretty dumb.
Yeah, I definitely am.
Piece of shit.
That was nice. That was
I
nice.
liked it. I like that. I enjoyed that.
I like
very
how
much.
Big Cat and I just kind of tapped out and let you guys go at it for a little.
Hank and I
two gladiators in the ring.
Hank and I are locked in a battle for last place.
Well, I'm
The
also
gloves
in
are
that,
off.
Hank. What are you typing? Who are you typing to? What are you typing? He's googling crap.
You're looking up craps rules because you don't know.
No, I'm looking up. Big Cat talking about VAR.
Oh, I mean VAR is just
It's easy.
It's very easy.
What are you looking up, Hank?
Nothing. Honorable mentions.
Well,
No, we still got picks
I
left.
still
I
have to
guess
pick.
Big Cat and I, you just don't want us to pick.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah. Okay. All right, my last pick. I gotta get a good one. I screw up my last picks every time. Internet jokes / memes to non-internet people.
Yeah, like when we were talking about
Very hard to
AJ and
explain.
Big Justice the other day.
Yes.
And we realized very
exactly.
quickly this is a conversation that needs to stay between a man and a screen.
And the internet. Yeah, because like if you just go out of, there's a lot of people listening to this right now who don't have Twitter, Instagram. They're not like just scrolling all day like we are. And then when you have a conversation with them, I had one where I had to explain to people Big Mike.
yeah.
So if you know who Big Mike is, you know who Big Mike is. And people are like, what are you talking about? I was like, yeah, no, it's a big thing. Big Mike. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's actually kind of similar to that.
Wait.
Oh, what?
You're not up, Max.
Fuck.
Oh, damn. We get Hank is tapped out, by the way. Anyone who's listening to Pardon My Take for the first time, this is when Hank taps out.
I'm thinking about getting real political with my
pick.
last pick here.
Thanks, Hank. I
Real
appreciate
political.
it. I liked your dream pick. I just had to shit on it.
I think dreams are very easy to explain.
He's not giving me eye contact.
Okay, so for my last one, I'm going to take wind.
Mm.
Good pick.
Yeah, that's a good pick. Break it down, Hank.
The Earth.
Yeah, tell me about
It's
wind.
pretty
We're
easy to
spinning really
explain.
fast.
Yeah.
So
wind
just
it always comes in one direction.
Yeah.
Fuck, wind was a bad pick actually.
No, I
I
don't
think
it was,
I think wind's it's not going to look good. Wind doesn't pop.
wind probably doesn't pop.
It doesn't pop.
Max probably has something that's going to pop.
Yeah, it's going to pop big time.
I do have one that could pop, but I'm gonna go more niche because it's
Because you're just running up the score on us.
yeah, basically. So I'm just gonna go with our job to someone who doesn't know Barstool.
Good
yeah,
one.
I had
Good
what,
one.
I
But
had what a
I
podcast
mean,
is.
that's not gonna look good on a graphic because it's literally only hard for us to explain.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also people voting know what Barstool is.
Correct.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but you can just say I just say like if I don't want to have the conversation, I just say I do like or not anymore, but I still say it to get out of the conversation, like just video production, video and audio.
Yeah, you
production.
guys
Well,
say,
but
but we say when
like, oh yeah, like there's just a little, like we just do some
try to
interviews and
explain what
stuff.
we're doing like
Right
this,
now,
this
yeah.
week to someone who like doesn't
But
understand.
why would you be explaining that? Like, why would they be like,
people
what'd you do
ask
this
what you
week?
do, and then
Yeah.
I'm like
like
a podcast, and they say like, oh, as like a hobby,
yeah.
and I'm like, no, I actually make money. They're like,
Hank
how?
is just trying for other people's picks to be bad.
Yeah, there's nothing more.
No, I mean that's a bad pick on the graphic.
Video
but it's
production
like,
is
it's pretty easy
you're right.
to be like, oh yeah, I just do like video and audio production. I'm like, oh yeah, the pizza guy, like yeah.
There's
I'll
nothing
for
more
him.
embarrassing.
The
than-
pizza guy. Yeah,
pizza guy.
I just basically say, Ms. Peaches, I work for her daddy.
Yeah, I'm Miss Peach's assistant.
And they're like,
but
oh yeah, that makes sense.
writing down podcaster on occupation on like a customs form
dude.
coming into the United States is tough.
A customs form. How about like a fucking elementary school form for your kid? That's the worst. I'm just like smut blogger / podcast.
Yeah, you're like, I'm a podcaster. They're like, free lunch then?
yeah. Okay. What honorable mentions? Hank,
A color.
is that what you were gonna decide between?
Yeah.
Actually,
Color
that
would've been
would have been
better.
an awesome pick.
Then dreams.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let you switch.
That might even
No.
be,
Because we're
be better than
competing.
wind.
Okay. I know.
I was gonna say the afterlife. That was gonna be my one that would pop.
Death.
That would pop on. Yeah, death.
Death to a child,
Yeah.
how babies get made to a child. I had this one was a niche one, but trying to explain to someone that you can't dunk from the free throw line while shooting a free throw.
Impossible.
It's really hard to do. I had that you can't tackle the quarterback playing tackle football.
Yep.
Rules of baseball.
Yeah, I had batting average,
Yep.
new kickoff rules, taxes.
Wait, batting average.
Batting
is
average
easy.
is so easy.
Batting
yeah.
average is easy.
What's it- explain it to me.
What it's you if you bat
The
10
amount of-
times and you get 3 hits.
Do you understand fractions?
and 7 outs, you're batting 300.
Isn't there more to it than that?
No.
You're thinking of
If you get a
like,
walk,
wa-
it doesn't
like
count as a plate.
war.
Oh,
War would
yeah,
be
you have to
good.
think about
like,
no.
okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to pitch 10 balls to you, and if you get 3 hits, your batting average would be 300.
I'm thinking of
Well,
slugging.
He'd have to get on base.
No, slugging is still pretty easy.
Yeah.
It's more like war.
hits.
Well, yeah, you'd have to get a hit
It's
and get on base.
Slugging is
3
12
hits.
bases
3 hits,
per
yeah.
at bat.
Well, I'm glad I didn't take batting average.
Yeah, that would have been a horrible, horrible thing. That would have been one of the worst things.
When Hank says, "Do you not understand fractions?" That's how you know that you fucked up.
Here's one that I was thinking about, and I think there's something there, but it'd be hard to, but it's hard to explain to people that you're not triggered online. Because the minute you say you're not triggered online, you're triggered online.
I'm not owned.
Yeah, right. So it's by definition, it's hard to explain it. Because people are like, yeah, you are. You're responding to me right now.
Yeah, I had taxes,
Explaining emotions via text.
Yeah.
emojis. That's what they're.
No, but like if someone would be like, "Oh, like you're mad," and it's like I sent a text message with there's no emotions to this text message.
Trying
You're just
to-
deciding that.
Well, that's specifically you.
What do you mean?
You give off. Multiple people have told you that you give off asshole vibes over text.
I just give short answers.
Yes.
Yeah, you do. I think that's you.
So
Yeah.
this
But like
is like
someone
a-
asks a question like yes, and they'll be like, "Why were you mad?"
You say yes, period, though.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
You think I'm adding extra grammar? No.
That's true. That's a good point.
I did have the plot to Interstellar,
No, people just
here.
decide like.
but Hank just
Emotions.
said,
Yeah, you're a big okay yes guy.
Okay is one that's
Big
like,
time okay guy.
Hey, we're going to do this. Okay.
But you could be like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, or like,
the-
that
you-
sounds
yeah,
good.
if you like say a sentence.
"No, this is getting
There's
into
way-
Hank can't exist."
No, it's
Texting
not.
is a
No, it's
means
not.
to an
No,
end.
it's
No,
not.
no.
texting-
PMT, if I said to you like, hey, or if you said to me like, hey, the plan today is we're gonna do this, this, and this, I just write back, okay. That does feel a different vibe.
It does.
That sounds
100%
good.
does.
Versus okay is different.
Yeah.
No, it's
That sounds
Yes,
great.
yeah,
That-
sounds great.
We're right.
Yeah.
Okay is
We could poll every single
Yes.
person at this company, and everyone would be like, "Yeah, I don't know if Hank likes me over text."
replying just okay definitely gives a vibe of like, okay, fine.
You know what Hank's?
okay, fine, yes. That's
no,
like,
did you hear
No,
how I
but
said it?
yes.
Though?
but like that's you're deciding that. That's what
Watch.
it's like.
All right, tell me the plan today.
You're gonna do the yak, then we're gonna draft teams for Camp Barcel, then we're gonna do the first field day stream activity for Mountain Dew.
Okay.
Yeah, if you said it like that,
That's
out
how you
loud,
say it. Or say it again. Say it again.
We're gonna do the yak. We're gonna draft teams. We're gonna do. The
That sounds great!
Mountain Dew stream.
Exclamation point.
Yeah, that would be like you're sarcastic. Fuck off.
Hank, you seem like the kind of guy that would put the ... like 2 periods
Yeah,
after okay.
okay.
Okay, ...
You're
No.
basically rolling your eyes at me.
It's
Okay.
texting is a means to an end.
All right. Other honorable mentions.
I had a lot of honorable mentions. I probably should have taken.
I had trying to explain that you went to the strip club but you didn't get a lap dance or go to the back room. You just went there with the guys.
Why
But
you-
other people did.
Why you liked an Instagram post?
Well, that one's pretty easy. It was just
LeBron.
Big tits.
Yeah. Artificial intelligence,
Yep.
black holes.
That you're not paranoid. They're just out to get you. Very hard thing to explain. Really, really hard thing to explain to people.
Love,
Yeah.
the number 0.
Yep. What about that the CIA is behind a lot of shit?
Well, yeah, you just said it though.
Yeah, but like what I just said, I said a lot of shit. It's more than that.
I actually think the CIA is behind so much shit that they're behind the idea
Right.
that the CIA is
Right.
behind everything. So now you think the CIA is super powerful.
Right. That the Bears have never had a 4,000-yard passer in over 100 years of playing.
You know, Jason Campbell almost had that.
Yeah. Cutler was close and he got hurt.
I almost said Ben Mintz.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
Magnets.
Yep.
How do they work?
Magnets. Yeah, Rico Bosco would be another one.
I had both of them on.
Yeah, hard to explain.
Those are the two Barstool employees I had on my list.
How Pete Carroll didn't run with Marshawn on the 1 yard line.
Tough to
That's
explain.
very hard to explain.
Very hard to explain. Good pick there. The new kickoff rules.
Yep.
said that like 4 times.
Oh man.
You have. Am I wrong?
You want to explain them?
No, I'm saying I just you clearly don't understand them.
What if after you clinch Big Cat, we just let them go mono?
Yes.
I think that would be.
If I clinch, they will go mono. We'll just do our honorable mentions after.
We can do it. Yeah, we'll do a post.
Hell in the cell.
Right.
We'll put them
Just
in an actual
in
cell.
a gulag.
It's
Put
like-
them in the gulag.
It's like a post-credit scene.
Yep.
For every part of my
they
take in the fall.
They should have to pick 8.
Yes. Oh, that would be fun.
But I don't know if Hank can. You can't stretch Hank. Hank is like a shitty middle reliever. He can maybe give you 1 2/3 innings. If you make him stretch out to 5 innings, no way. Although
Hey,
Color was
buddy, I
good.
can still beat you.
Yeah, you can. Color, you should have picked Color.
Color was a great pick.
Color was
Thanks.
a great
Actually,
pick.
Color could have been 1-1.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah,
I always. This is
my
a dumb one.
my honorable mentions are usually better than my picks.
Yeah.
It's the way she goes.
Okay. Any others? Any other honorable mentions?
Time zones.
Time zone. China only having 1 time zone is crazy.
That is
That
wild.
blows my mind every time I see it.
Yep.
They have 1 time zone, Max.
Why
don't
doesn't the
believe
world
that.
just have one time
Max?
zone? Can you answer me that?
They only have 1 time zone.
Because then people would be like sleeping at.
Yeah, but it's just like seasons. So you could say like noon here in the United States is midnight in Hong Kong. Like
that sounds like that sucks.
they just know that noon is nighttime.
that
just-
sounds terrible.
It's just 1 clock for everybody.
Max?
I'm looking at like a globe of time zones. Right
Yeah,
now.
China has 1 time zone because 97% of China all lives like on the east side.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Got it.
But there's
Oh,
people
yeah,
who
there's
live
these
all the
weird
way
little
out there.
borders.
They get screwed.
Tibet,
They're just absolutely screwed by the time zones.
free Tibet.
Russia has 11.
How does Russia have 11 and China has 1?
Well, China has more, but they just said we only have 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
They only acknowledge.
They
one
only
of them.
acknowledge 1.
It's like if you built an entire country out of Arizona.
Yeah.
I thought this was one of those like Atlanta is closer to
The other weird one that I saw the other day is Spain is the same. Spain is the same time zone, I think, as like Germany or something. There's something weird with that, where they're like flopped. There's just weird time zones. I think Spain in World War II, the Spanish government wanted to align closer to Germany. They took their time zone.
Yeah.
So Spain is like, you know where Spain is on a map. It's right underneath France.
Yeah.
And they have different time zones.
That's a try hard move on Spain's part.
Yeah. It's a cuck move.
Yeah, it's like, hey guys, look
You're
at
taking
us.
another man's time zone.
Exactly, yeah.
That's ridiculous. Okay. Good job, guys.
Good Mount Rushmore.
Good
Yeah.
Mount Rushmore.
Good vibes all around.
It's one of those things I love whenever we have a big interview because we're about to get to Caleb Williams and maybe some new fans and they listen to that
Yep.
and they're like, I had a friend text me. He was listening to the Mount Rushmore of cheese and with his wife in the car.
Wait, Mount Rushmore of
Or sorry,
yellow.
yellow. He's making us listen to Pardon My Take where they're arguing over yellow foods and whether certain foods are yellow or gold. Pure gold is a rich orange yellow color. It's been going on for 15 minutes. The freshest pasta is always yellow. It's still going. That's a great one.
That is good.
Yeah.
Oh, I just got a text from a random number. Hello, are you Lisa? I think I have to be Lisa.
No, this is a scam.
Scam. Don't
I'm gonna
Every
say,
one of
yeah,
those
yeah,
is
it's
a
Lisa.
scam.
Yeah, it's Lisa.
I like how you know it's a scam and you still.
I'm going to scam them right back. It's Lisa.
All right. PFT. Let's do the ad and then we'll get to Caleb Williams.
Before we get to Caleb Williams, brought to you by our great friends over at Mountain Dew. We're here at Camp Barstool. You know what we all need to get more of? Off our ass. With bold flavors and a refreshing citrus kick, Mountain Dew will get you off your ass, have you feeling like you're on an actual mountain. I've got my Code Red right here. I love Code Red. Code Red's delicious. Baja Blast is great. Zero Sugar is great. Original's great. Livewire, also good. They're all good. Mountain Dew is incredible. Mountain Dew makes you feel like you're on a mountain where the weather is always perfect, your friends are always ready to hang, and a day of epic proportions awaits. Mountain Dew is the best when we're outside. We're going to be tossing a Frisbee around. We're going to be playing some games, maybe some lake games, water sports, video games even. kickball, frisbee golf, wiffle ball, pickleball, you name it. Mountain Dew makes everything better. The mountain is calling. You should answer. Grab your friends, grab an ice cold Mountain Dew wherever refreshing beverages are sold, and do the do. And now, here is Chicago Bears quarterback Caleb Williams.
Okay, we now welcome on a very, 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 very special guest. It is QB1 of the Chicago Bears, Caleb Williams, Heisman Trophy winner. First of all, Caleb, thank you for joining us. I was very close to saying savior of the franchise, but I'm not going to put that on you. How's camp going? Let's start with that.
Good. Camp is good. The defense has been challenging me throughout camp, OTAs, all of that. So it's been great. Offense we've been starting to pick it up, and it's been fun.
Okay.
How's it been having the Hard Knocks cameras around?
Yeah, you don't really notice them. They do a pretty good job. Other than the times when you're having talks and you're like, oh, I got a boom mic above my head. But other than that, they've been great.
Did you watch week 1 of Hard Knocks?
I watched the beginning. I haven't gotten back to it. I heard the Bulls. The Bulls introduction was happening, so I went and watched that part. And then one of the nights I had to go to sleep.
There's some good slow-mo shots of the spirals.
Yeah.
That's what we tune in for.
Okay.
We tune in for the sprinklers going on. We tune in for the spirals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They might have gotten mad at me, or not mad at me. They made fun of me because I got triggered because I thought they weren't showing enough touchdown passes.
Okay.
So I was defending you. I was like, let's
Appreciate
get some more highlights going.
Yeah, hopefully I think the next episode comes out in a few days.
Yeah.
Hopefully in the next episode we got a few more spirals and touchdowns in there.
Yeah. So I mean, you're obviously a very confident guy. Has the transition? Obviously, we haven't started the regular season, but the transition to the NFL been what you kind of expected?
Yeah, I mean, I knew it was gonna be challenging. I knew it was offensive wise. I knew it was a new language for me, a new way of doing things, and so just understanding my situation, understanding that the guys are they're gonna push me, coaches, the players, and then they're also gonna be gracious with me. Learned that throughout this process, and so now just picking up the speed, getting better with things, processing things a lot faster, checks, alerts, all of that. So. It's been great. It's been fun. It's been challenging. But the transition wise, I've had to move a couple times, whether it was transfer from Oklahoma to USC or all of that stuff. And so, it's been a normal transition.
I feel like people kind of memory hold the whole Oklahoma part of your career because you were obviously the number 1 pick for 2 years, which that's tough because people are going to poke holes in everything. But you went to Oklahoma, you weren't the starter, and then you won the starting job halfway through the year. And everything I've read, it was like the minute you showed up, there was a story about how at 6 a.m. they wouldn't let freshmen lift, but you basically forced your way in there.
Yeah.
Has that just been your mindset from the beginning? Like, even if they don't let me come in here, I'm going to go compete.
Yeah. I would say my mindset has always been, compete ever since I started, ever since I really switched to the position of quarterback around 10 years old. I understood that I may have started later than most QBs at that time because a lot of QBs in my class have been QBs for their whole life. And so I switched to that, and I just was competing versus people. I mean, somebody that I was competing versus in training, just working out, working hard, and not actually like QB training was like Blake Corum. And he's unbelievable. Like his work ethic and all of that is unbelievable. So, just getting in there, competing versus people that are older than me, bigger, faster, stronger. And then, when I get to those positions that I've been in with Oklahoma, in high school, all those other, positions that I've been in, just go out there, compete, work my tail off and get after it.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to bring up because winning the job as a freshman with a starter in place, that's a dog mentality.
Yep.
But then you go to USC and everyone's like, oh, LA, soft. Yeah. There's a whole perception there. But I just want to remind people.
I'm an East Coast kid.
You won it. And you won that starting job as a freshman.
Yep.
Yeah, so the story about you deciding I'm going to be a quarterback now.
Yeah.
You were playing defense, right?
Yeah,
And
so I was
you're
playing
10
running
years
back
old?
and linebacker, a little bit of safety. And then we lost a game, lost the FBU game, which is, I think, y'all know what FBU is?
No.
So it's basically like an all-star team from each region.
Okay.
So they have and state and things like that. So for us, they had a couple different because DMV, we kind of bunch everybody together. So So it was a FBU Maryland national team, and we went down. We were whooping up on a bunch of teams. We lost to actually Harrison Bailey. I think he just left UNLV. He's a quarterback there. But we lost to him, and I didn't like the way we were playing. We were playing kind of daddy ball with the coach and the QB on our team, and I switched, and my kind of thing was spread the ball around to everybody, go win games, and be a big reason why.
So you're 10 years old and you decide I'm going to be a quarterback now.
Yeah.
And was that a complete lifestyle change for you?
It was more of I was probably because
Yeah.
I went more into like all right, like I'd already decided what I'm going to do, and then my dad and Godfather and all those people kind of put together a plan, and from training to eating to when I wake up and things like that.
That's incredible. So you're 10 years old and you're like, this is my plan to be in the NFL. Because I had a plan to be in the NBA when I was 10 years old. Didn't really work out. Like, do you ever think back, like, we set ourselves to do something at 10 years old and now we're here? That's nuts.
Yeah, it's nuts. I do think about it. And I don't know if I'm going to classify it as nuts in a way. Like I don't really know the exact word, but I expected myself to be here, but it is crazy. I wake up every day and I'm like,
it's got to feel like a superpower that you were able, because like we were joking about it. There was a draft story when the draft happened. Like there was a story about some kid wrote down when he was like 8, I'm going to be in the NFL draft, and we were joking like every 8-year-old writes that.
I had the same
like,
dream. Yeah. I stare at that every day.
But there's only a few guys that get drafted.
Yeah.
So to see that and have that plan, at what point in that plan, like what age were you like, okay, this plan's actually like this is happening?
It was probably after I started training and getting after it. Probably 2 years after I started training is when I was like, okay, this is actually, it's going to happen, can happen. That's when I started getting to, I was probably 7th grade, and then I hit 8th grade. So around 9th grade is when I was like, this can really happen, because I started getting out there playing with guys that were older than me. All the training was kind of, working and things like that. So kept all that going, and then starting getting some offers, played well first year of high school, and then the offers and everything started climbing. Confidence kept rising and growing because of the work that I kept putting in and was putting in before high school and things like that.
Yeah, I read a story about when you were 16, you broke your offensive coordinator's wedding ring. I would imagine that was also a moment that you were like, oh shit, I got a cannon.
Yeah, so his wife always told him don't catch footballs with the wedding ring on, wedding band, and he didn't listen. And then one day his hand started bleeding. He looks at it, and he was trying to figure out what happened. And then I realized that it was cracked a little bit, and it was pinching his skin. So
I love that. Home wrecker.
Yes.
She's like, what the hell is up with this?
Home wrecker.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
I read that you had you ate the same meal every day for like 4 years.
Yeah. It's eggs with ham in it, and then I'd have a Inshore in my vitamins.
And how old were you when you started doing this?
10. So that's when everything started.
So not buffalo wings and ice cream.
Not buffalo wings and ice cream.
What about candy? You a candy guy?
I love candy, actually.
All right. Everyone has to have a vice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my vice. Not big into all the other stuff or do any of that stuff, and so candy was my getaway. That and video games.
I like that. Yeah, I'm a big food guy myself, and if I had seen Coach Riley's brisket before I went to Oklahoma, I would never have gone.
It was actually pretty good though. It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
You're just saying that because he's your coach.
No. We give Coach Riley some shit.
Yeah,
but it was actually
bad
pretty good.
picture.
But that wasn't one we ate. We ate another one that he cooked. And it looked good.
He violated rule number 1 of the internet, which is don't post a picture of your meat.
Yeah, ever.
Never put your meat online.
Ever.
People are going to roast it.
Don't put your meat online.
It's going to be a problem.
Yeah. Number 1 rule, don't put your meat online.
So your transfer from Oklahoma to USC, I have a very specific question that is going to make me feel like a fool. I went to Wisconsin.
Okay.
There was
the Wisconsin story of the rumors and stuff.
Was there any truth to it ever?
So my best friend and his dad, Dean Ingram was at Wisconsin.
Right.
And his dad was a coach. And so we reached out to them. We were trying to just, get the vibe and see what was going on, how it was up there or whatever, or over there, and all of that. And somehow it caught wind that I was, in contact with them, which I'm consistently in contact with those two, because I've grown up with them. So, but somehow it caught wind and it blew up on Instagram. But it wasn't too huge.
So it was never really close.
It was never too. Yeah, it wasn't too crazy.
Was there any like Badger fans like DMing you stuff?
Yeah, there were a lot of Badger fans.
Any like 37-year-olds DMing a 20-year-old being like, "Hey, we could sell a lot of T-shirts."
Probably.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
It was pretty embarrassing for me, especially because in my heart of hearts, I was like, he's never going to go to Wisconsin.
Yeah.
But I still shot off a couple DMs being like, dude, we could sell some T-shirts.
Yeah. No, it.
I fell a little short on the NIL.
It fell a little short. I don't think it was going to happen in the end, but much respect to the Badger fans for shooting.
Okay.
Yeah, you tried.
Yeah, I tried. I tried my best, and I just want to say,
the best thing to do.
For the record, I felt weird DMing you out of the blue, being like, "Hey, man, you should come to Wisconsin. We could sell like over 100 T-shirts." It was a low point, but I was trying anything.
That's all right.
But now you're here, so now
we're here.
Yeah,
we're here.
So I'm excited. I've seen your quotes, but you're basically like, listen, the past is the past. Yep. I'm here to be myself. Has anyone explained to you the history of Chicago Bears quarterbacks?
I just know that there's never been 3,000 or 4,000 and a 30+ touchdown pass and things like that.
It's an insult meme that goes around.
Yeah, I see it all the time. I always see the edits of like all 31.
Yeah.
And then there's
NA.
Chicago.
Yeah. So I think you got to change that.
Yeah,
I think you're ready to do it.
We'll try and change that. We got the guys to do it.
I saw when you had the quote, like, my job is to rewrite history, and people were like, oh, he's so cocky. I was like, no, it actually shouldn't be that hard.
Job. That is my job. They brought me here for reasons.
Yeah.
Because if they had people like Aaron Rodgers or anything like that, I mean, it wouldn't be.
Well, not him. He's shooting.
Well, yeah, sorry.
No, that's okay.
He's with the Jets now, so it doesn't really.
Yeah, we don't
count
care
anymore.
anymore.
Yeah.
You're a big.
But if you had people, like that, and a history, and a lineage. Of QBs that were ripping it up in this later stage of the NFL, where they were throwing it 30 times a game, then that would be the case. But it hasn't been the case, and they obviously bring people in like Keenan and DJ and myself and all the offensive linemen, D-line people to change history.
Do you ever what's the line between cocky and confidence? Because I feel like you get accused of being cocky when it's everything I've read, all the stories. It's like, no, he's just supremely confident in himself. Which why wouldn't you want a guy who's confident in himself?
Yeah, I think the difference is knowing yourself. I also think the difference is it's the people around you, and how hard you work. I think those are the three biggest things, and I think the biggest part is the people around you, and the second one is probably how hard you work. And I say that one first because the people around you, you got to have the right people around you to tell you when it's time to, all right, you're pushing a little bit, you're doing this and that, you have people around you as no people, as they say, and not yes men and yes women. So having people around me like that, and then getting after it. Always, hard work always builds confidence, and hard work always pays off. It always, at the end of it gives you a check mark.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm glad that you're post draft, because leading up to the draft, it felt like that took a long time to get there. There were a lot of bullshit out there. There were a lot of stories.
There was a lot of bullshit.
The anonymous scouts. You had one scout, or I think it was a GM, compared you to Prince. But that's a great compliment.
Prince is the greatest.
When we
he's
saw
the best.
it, I was just.
I don't get that one just because I.
Yeah, he picked the worst. Was like, wait, he's going to be the Prince of quarterbacks? Sign me up.
Yeah. I mean, I actually saw that.
Yeah.
I actually think I saw you say it popped up on my Explore page or something. Yeah, I didn't. I mean, it was a lot of bullshit.
Yeah, I've been
compared
defending
to
you
Prince,
even before.
It's the nicest thing that you can say.
I didn't mind
about
being
somebody.
compared to Prince because
It's a great compliment.
You're gonna change your name to just the Lombardi Trophy at some point.
If someone said we were the Prince of podcasters, I'd be like, awesome.
Yeah, the
That's
revolution.
incredible.
Absolutely.
So, was there ever a moment though where the stories were at one point
They
it was
got
like
annoying
Caleb
because
Williams wants to own the Bears.
Yeah, I mean, I trolled a little bit.
Yeah.
I was bored. I had so much free time. I was just chilling in my room or working out. And so it was just like, I'm gonna step in every once in a while and just kind of say
Mix
a
it
few
up a
funny
little
things,
I like
mix
that.
it up a little bit.
You should mix it up. You had one of our coworkers. You made them change their profile picture.
His name Jack.
Yeah,
I
Jack.
saw it,
You just replied to him. You're like, your profile picture's crazy, and then he changed it.
I
You
did see
just
that.
like
I did
it was
do
a
that.
kill shot.
Yeah.
The interaction. It was the
Well, he always. I've actually since high school. He's responded to a couple of my stuff. So I was joking with him.
Yeah.
It was the
He's a
pink
big
cell
football
phone.
fan.
The pink cell phone at you were watching Juju play.
I actually do not. I think my cell phone's over there.
Is it still pink?
I actually broke my pink cell phone.
Oh.
On accident.
So what are we doing?
So I have to get a new one actually.
A new
But
pink
right now
one.
it's black.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a new pink one.
Okay.
Yeah.
The
so-
phone was pink though. Everything else was not pink.
Wait,
Okay.
the case was pink or the phone was
The
pink?
phone is pink.
Oh, that's
not
actually
the case.
cool.
That
yeah,
seems
it's
like a
it's
custom
a pink
thing.
iPhone.
Hey, listen, are you getting another one?
I'm trying to.
All right, then I will too.
I had a red one for a while. It went hard, and so in
Yeah,
this,
they got cool colors.
Yeah.
in
They
this
got
video,
yellow and blue and all this other stuff.
Don't
yeah.
apologize.
No, I didn't apologize.
Yeah.
you're holding the pink phone, and then Jack Mac CFB says, "Pink phone is crazy." Not gonna lie.
Yeah, and I
then
say
you
I say
replied-
your profile or I think
Your profile pic,
PFP
yeah.
is crazy.
Crazy. Not gonna
And
lie.
he changed it.
And then he changed it.
He changed it. Yeah, I
switched
did
up.
see that. I
So
saw that.
thank you for your service. On
Yes.
that.
Yeah,
But yeah,
of
the
course.
stories before the draft, it was just like every week it was like
It was something new.
How can we poke holes in Caleb Williams? It's
Yeah.
seemingly what was put out there.
But-
there were rumors like you didn't want to go to Chicago at some point. But was there a team going into that last season that if they had the number 1 pick overall, you decided that you didn't want to be in that situation?
I don't know. I think within the NFL, I think they've done a good job, of whether it's the owners and the coaches and the things like that. I wasn't against going home, as people said also throughout the process. It was gonna be. It'd be like KD. KD didn't really want to go home, and it wasn't because necessarily the team or anything like that. It was more of the everybody in my family is there, and
They buy a lot of tickets to a game.
family, or it's the family that's not family that I've known for so long or been around or haven't known, or the new family that everybody talks about. So it was more or less having to deal with all of that and make it a huge distraction for me, and take away from the thing that I enjoy doing, I love doing every single day.
Yeah.
I would have been happy with that. I'm a Commanders fan.
Are you?
I'm from Northern Virginia myself. So
they've been doing a great job.
Yeah, they've been doing a great job recently.
Yeah.
I think it worked out well. I think you got a great home here. I think
Yeah.
Jaden's going to be a great quarterback too.
Yeah, that's
So I
right.
told Big Cat, it's cool with me if you guys win 6 Super Bowls. I'll
Okay.
take 3. I'm not going to be greedy.
He's
so,
very nice of him.
I hope it works out for both of us and we all get to look back on this.
3.
But,
Yeah.
I think things turned out well for you. So now that you're playing football, you mentioned all the guys that you have to throw the ball to.
Yeah,
There's just one ball.
it's just one ball.
It's just one ball.
Always is.
So you've got 3 excellent receivers
Yep.
Well, and Cole Kmet.
and Cole Kmet.
And DeAndre Swift.
Yep.
How are you going to
And
spread?
Gerald Everett.
How are you going to keep them all happy?
Gerald Everett's a beast.
You're going to keep them all happy with just one ball?
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's easy. It's obviously, it's gonna be the fun part about it. Within the coaches and us scheming it up, and with us also understanding early in the games and things like that, get your guys the ball, keep them engaged, and then when it's time to go win games, all these guys also understand when it's time to go win games, it's time to go win games. So which that means out of halftime and things like that. It's who gets the ball, go make plays, let's go win this game. But early in the game, it's important to, 1, scheme up, and then 2, figure out what the defense is doing, what they're going to be doing for the game, and then 3, what points can you get your guys the ball in easy touches.
Yeah.
Just blame coach. Just be like, sorry, DJ. Coach told me to throw the ball.
Well, I'd assume all those guys too. None of them ever been like, I'm not open right now. They all.
No,
are
they're
open.
always like they're open, which is, I mean, you want
That's what you want, yeah.
you want guys that's like, throw me the ball, I'm open.
Yeah.
But we also have to have an understanding of I have reads, I have progressions, I have, I saw this, I didn't like how you ran this. We didn't agree on the same page. We weren't, I was hesitant on your route, so I moved on, things like that. But also, constant and open communication with the guys is also important, so that we can always be on the same page and keep growing.
Yeah. So I don't. You haven't signed up for this, but I've signed myself up for it. I'm a Caleb Williams protector online.
I appreciate that.
And I'm just wondering if there's anything that I need to any standard lines like people do the fingernails. Like who cares? Like you can't.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it this year. So
Yeah.
I'm
You
gonna-
are.
Yeah, I just haven't done it for. I try to
Love
do
that.
it for games, all of regular season things like that, playoffs. Also, because I've been doing it for so long now, I'm trying to make sure I can do it for games because I'll run out of ideas.
So what should I say to people? Just being like, mind your own business?
I mean,
Should I do it for games?
I think Prince paid his nails, right?
Yeah,
good point.
that's facts. Okay.
Are you
I
you
mean,
gonna
there's-
put the F word on there?
I will not be doing that.
Roger Goodell would have some
Yeah.
things to say.
Yeah, he'd have some things to say. I'm trying to keep, good spirited things on my nails.
But it fires you up, right?
it does fire me up.
All
I
right,
can-
so that's the
I
answer
can-
I'm going to say. It
I can
fires you
use,
up.
I can use other stuff that'll fire me up.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I can.
yeah.
There's other things that.
Code,
What about
code
when-
words?
when-
Maybe some acronyms.
Yeah,
Maybe
maybe some.
maybe SMDGB.
Yeah. I like that.
I don't know what that means. I just
I mean, I don't know.
Came
what
up
it
with
means
those
either,
letters.
but
Yeah.
What about the people always like, oh, well, he cried after a loss. Like, dude, guys can't cry. And also,
Yeah,
you
I mean-
care. Like, I want my
I mean, if I
players
want
to
to,
care.
if when we win the Super Bowl, at some point, I'm hoping that we have multiple people out there crying tears of joy. So
Yep.
when I lose, I know how important it is that these games that we win and lose. So trying to win every game is what we go out there to do. That's why we're here now. That's why we have practice throughout the week. So if teardrop, it's also there's a time and a place for it, but if a tear drops, I mean it's how much I care for
Right.
winning and
Yes.
losing.
right. It means that you care.
I would much rather someone have that emotion
Than laughing and-
no emotion.
Or laughing after
yeah.
the game.
Or like just being like, I don't care. I'm just getting paid.
Yeah.
It's
No,
like,
with the Super Bowl thing, this is very important. Are you planning on wearing a visor?
this is very
Or are
important.
you going to be wearing a visor in
This
your
is,
face mask?
if you take anything away from this interview, this is the most important part.
Yeah, I don't switch. I wouldn't need to switch unless it was like raining. But
Okay. All right.
hopefully
Good.
Or
Okay.
it'll be indoors.
No
Yeah, yeah.
quarterback with a visor has ever won a Super Bowl.
Oh, that's sick.
I didn't
Yeah.
know if you knew that.
Yeah.
So
Also, long hair. I don't know how long you're going to get your hair.
Yeah, it's gonna be long.
How
But
long?
It'd be pretty long. However long it's gonna grow.
Let's
to
cut
the
it
end of
right where
season.
the Super Bowl winning is. That's the length.
long hair quarterback. That's why I've never won a Super Bowl.
These are the analytics that
That's
we
the
go
only
through.
reason.
Yeah.
What about the people with short hair though?
They win.
They've won a lot. They've
Winners.
won a lot of Super Bowls.
Yeah. Think about Tom
But what
Brady.
about the ones that lost?
They have.
I
they have
think
long
Tom
hair.
Brady
sometimes.
lost his one Super Bowl when he
When he
had
had-
one of his Super Bowls when he had long
when he
hair.
had long hair.
And same with Big Ben.
Yeah, Big Ben. Big Ben had a visor too in the Super Bowl that he lost.
Yeah.
These
These
are
are
things that you have
really
to think
important
about.
things.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I won't.
You think you know football. We know
I
football.
won't think twice about it though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We're just gonna go out there and run the score up.
Okay.
I respect that.
I like that. What about the Notre Dame game? People love talking about the Notre Dame
People
game.
love talking about it.
It's crazy. One game.
My one tough game in
Yeah.
3 years. It's all right. I mean, it happens. I'll have a tough game and hopefully my long career in the NFL. And it's gonna happen. It's how you come back and the confidence and hard work that you put in to come back and recoup and go out there and go win the next game.
I like that. I have my marching orders. I'm defending you online. And now, what about like people who get maybe a little too excited? Should we just like try to take it one game at a time?
You can take it. You can take it one game at a time. You can have at it. You do your thing. Whatever floats your boat.
Okay.
Just be you.
Yeah, just be you.
Yeah, just
you,
be
big
you.
cat.
Because there was someone said, I saw this one guy say, you know what? I'm done being mature. I tried for an hour and it sucks. Caleb Williams is a guy. I need to get out of my own head. He's gonna be so fucking good. I'm gonna be so fucking happy, and life is gonna be amazing. Suck my dick from the back, haters. I might have said that after an hour of your preseason game.
All right. I won't retweet it. I won't like it or anything.
No, you can like it now. That's what's great
Yeah,
about,
you
about
can.
Twitter.
There's
There
no
they are
likes.
hidden likes.
yeah, hidden likes.
Yeah.
How crazy are you going with the likes these days? Now that
Not crazy. No, not crazy.
Yeah.
I would do.
I'm
just,
still fearful that they're going to change
Yeah,
it back.
yeah,
at
I
some
am
point,
too.
So I don't really go in and liking stuff.
He's
I
gonna
got
flip
some-
it on, and we're all just gonna be like standing there with our clothes off, like, what the hell just
I got
happened?
some stuff I got to clean up. Got to go back into the history here.
Yeah.
I read that you drink 4 ginger beers a day.
I back down from that diet wise and things like that. It's a lot of sugar in them.
That's a lot of ginger beer.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to create my own ginger beer with not as much sugar
Oh.
because I love it so much and I want to be
It
able
is
to drink
good.
it. It's so good, and it's always. And I actually learned
I gotta
this.
start drinking it. Damn.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to just do everything.
It's pretty good. Have you tried it?
No, I've had ginger beer before.
You got to try. You got to try the right now. I'll get to y'all on what it's gonna be.
like
but
that.
you got to try Fever Tree. That's the best one right now.
Okay,
And then
okay.
when
And then when yours comes out, that will be the best one.
Yeah, we're gonna blow that up, and it's
Yeah.
gonna be.
My grandfather used to drink old time ginger beer.
Really?
When I was growing up, and so I would have some. and
I don't know what
liked-
that is,
I
old
liked
time.
it. It was powerful. It had that like,
It's
spice
powerful.
to it.
Yeah,
And I feel
bold
like
and
kids
spicy.
kids don't drink ginger beer anymore.
Yeah,
You might
it's so
bring
good
ginger
for
beer
you though.
back.
Also, it's good for your stomach and all. Like it has a bunch of awesome benefits from it, but it is, a little bit of sugar. So
I'm
I
a
back
ginger
down
beer
from
guy.
it. I back down from
We'll
it.
bring it back. You're doing work with the foundation that you just started,
Yeah.
right?
Caleb Cares.
Caleb Cares. What is
Yep.
Caleb Cares?
Yeah, so Caleb Cares is like it's an anti-bullying and mental health, nonprofit that we try and do our best with anything that we can do. And a lot of times it's with boys and girls clubs that we try and help out with and reach out and show up in person. We've done it in LA, DC, now here in Chicago, trying to grow it. I want it to be a huge thing globally, and be able to use, my platform and anything that I can do to help in those ways. And it's just trying to provide a good spokesperson, a good person to be able to, help and reach out if, people need to reach out to Caleb Cares and, get help or whatever the case may be, or just talk to somebody and things like that. We're trying our best.
That's awesome.
To do that.
We'd love to help in any way that you ever need it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Remember that show? I forget what channel it was on, where there would be a bully, and then they would invite the bully out to do something. There'd be an MMA fighter that
That's
was waiting
basically
in the
it.
ring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we don't do it like that, but
We don't beat up bullies.
we don't beat up bullies. But for people that, grades or they get in trouble or whatever the case may be, just trying to shed, some good light on what, things should be and how they should be. And we've had so far pretty awesome success through the process that we've been through, and, showing up, being in person, going to the Boys and Girls Clubs, providing gifts and presents for certain things. We call it the Caleb Cares Hero Award for people that change their attitude, their mindset, their all of that, and they, the teachers or the helpers or TAs are showing, or they tell us about their progress and things like that, and then they get an award and they get some gifts, or they get some some beats or whatever it's been in the past.
That's awesome. I mean, we can't beat up. You don't beat up bullies.
No.
We can't beat up bullies. But if you ever get to a point where you need us to ratio a bully, we could do that online.
Or
we could drop a quick ratio on
if
someone.
we need to make a bully change his profile pic.
Yeah, right.
Sounds good.
We get 'em.
Yeah.
Sounds
we
good.
get 'em.
That's nothing. Yeah, that's another win.
I wanted to bring up one story that I loved and says what you are as a teammate. And, the media goes with all these different stories. Like I said, I think 2 years being the number one pick, everyone's going to poke holes.
Yep.
But when you won the Heisman, you brought your entire offensive line and you demanded that they would come. Was there any pushback when you're like, I'm not going if I don't bring my guys?
Well, there was pushback. I said I want to invite them, and then there was pushback, and then I said I'm not going unless. And
That's awesome.
And then it ended up happening.
Yeah, and then
we ended up having a great. It was like, I'll never forget that night, because we all went and sat around. We ended up getting a suite after you win. You get a suite after you win the Heisman, and so we ended up going up to the suite, and we had chicken fingers, pizza. I mean, the
hanging
big
with the
man,
dudes.
yeah, the big man had beers and drinks and stuff like that, and we were just, we were having a blast, just sitting around a round table and just music, laughing, joking, think about all the good times and having stories and stuff like that, and just enjoying each other.
I
So it was
love
great.
that because there's that. I mean, that's just that, especially in a moment, because I was reading the story that like all your offensive linemen being like, we don't know when we're going to be all together, again, and we're just going to enjoy this moment together, hanging out, getting room service. Yeah, like that's old school fun.
Yeah.
Like so, I love that story. That's a great teammate. So I just wanted to highlight that story.
Yeah, appreciate it.
How do you
Appreciate it.
fly back with a Heisman Trophy? Did you just bring it on? Did you have
No,
a
so
private plane?
so USC provided the private plane.
Nice.
Okay.
For that, and then we hopped on the private and it was sitting pretty in the private plane.
I love it. So I know that you've received. I read that you've received a lot of media training. So you're ready to deal with the media that tries to get you to say stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if they prepared you for this question.
All right.
If there was a button, if you had a button, and if you pushed it, one Bears fan would die, but you would win 10 Super Bowls. Do you press the button?
You can kill me. What if it was
You don't know
What
which
if it was
Bears
me?
fan's gonna die. Just one. Just
10 Super Bowls?
10
I'd
Super
do it.
Bowls. I feel like most Bears fans would be like, I'll throw my name
I'd
in
press the
hat.
button for
You
you.
think they sacrifice?
Yeah,
Wow, that's love.
it is love. So do you press the button? I think
I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm saying I'll take it. Caleb.
I'm reading
You
your
can kill
body
me right
language. You're
now.
pressing the button many times.
Yeah, you're getting 30 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Smashing it.
I like that. I would press the button.
10 Super Bowls. That's
That's a lot of Super Bowls.
yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I know we got to wrap up, and we appreciate your time. I have one last question.
Yep.
Rhoback question. RHOBACK.com, promo code TAKE. 20% off your first purchase. Q-zips, polos, hoodies, joggers, shorts. Rhoback.com. So I'm a big college football fan as well, and I had one very stupid question. Utah. Can you tell the difference when it goes from day to night there? Because I have a theory that if Utah, like you tell me Utah's playing a game, you just tell me what time they're playing. Because if it's nighttime, I'm going to bet on Utah. If it's daytime, take the other team. And you had that one game where it was started in day,
ended at night.
and you guys were awesome in the
We
first
had two
half.
of them.
Yeah. And it was just like,
Yeah, two.
so can you feel the difference in that crowd? It's only, and there's always smoke in the crowd.
That crowd was actually an awesome crowd. Love the stadium, love all of that, love the crowd. But man,
They're a tough football team.
I don't know how we didn't win any of them.
It got dark.
Yeah,
That's literally all it was. It was
Pac-12 after hour,
dark. Yeah.
after dark. Yeah, it was tough.
Yeah, is it weird now that you're in Big Ten country and USC is going to come play? Like,
Yeah, it's weird. It's gonna be cool though.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cool. Hopefully I can try and get to, that first game. If not, they'll be around. They'll be around here, hopefully.
Yeah. Well, Caleb, thank you so much.
No, awesome.
Appreciate you. I wanted to say I love you, but that would be weird because we just met.
No, it's all good.
All right, I love
Much
you.
love.
I love
Yeah,
you.
much
All right,
love.
yeah. But no, seriously, thanks so much, and we're excited for this season.
Yeah, same here.
And let us know if we can ever ratio someone for Caleb Flores.
Yeah.
we're
We'll
ready
do
to
it.
go.
We'll do it.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me. Much love, and the Bears.
Yeah.
Love it.
Oh yeah.
Caleb Williams is brought to you by Mountain Dew. We got our Mountain Dew fridge right here, stocked. We got plenty stocked. We got all the flavors out on the table. Hank, what flavor are you drinking there?
I'm drinking the OG. Just regular Mountain Dew.
OG Mountain Dew. Big Cat's got an OG Mountain Dew.
I love the OG Mountain Dew. Actually, can you throw me another one?
Do the Dew. Hank, you want to pass Big Cat an OG? Go for it, buddy.
I love these cans.
Cans are great.
Just the color of them pops.
The Code Red is aggressive. There's like a dragon, iguana type guy on here. Code Red's the best. I love it. You guys love Mountain Dew. There's nothing else to say. You guys know Mountain Dew's great. We know Mountain Dew's great. And there's nothing like that refreshing citrus kick. Mountain Dew will get you off your ass and have you feeling like you're on an actual mountain, a mountain where the weather's always perfect and your friends are ready to hang. And a day of epic proportions awaits. We're here at Camp Barstool. We're going to be drinking Mountain Dew all week long, engaging in some outdoor activities, some recreation, hitting up the lake, sharing a cabin with the boys, playing some wiffle ball, playing some ultimate frisbee. We're going to be playing some kickball, and we're going to be drinking a ton of Mountain Dew. The mountain's calling. You should answer. Grab your friends. Grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew wherever refreshing beverages are sold, and do the Dew.
Okay, let's finish up the show. We got guys on chicks.
Hey, boys. Longtime AWL here. Congrats to Pug on 98. That was electric. See how easy that was, Max? Anyway.
That was electric.
PFT.
What?
See how easy that was?
Yeah, I'm beyond impressed with Pug.
Shout out to one guy who said that he had been picking 98 for an entire year because of Connor Bedard when the Blackhawks got Connor Bedard, and he's like, all it took was Pug to pick it once, and we're back. Like, it's fucking. The guy's just, he's magic.
Mm-hmm.
Pug is magic.
Anyway, any advice on asking a guy out? There's this guy in my apartment complex that I'm borderline obsessed with, and I'm curious whether he's interested. We've hung out a few times walking our dogs and getting drinks with mutual friends, but never one-on-one. Should I just assume that if he was interested, he would just ask me out and accept that it's never going to happen?
No.
No, that's
Thanks.
not how it works.
No, we're stupid.
Right now, the guy is probably leaving a voicemail for another podcast asking whether or not he should ask you out.
Yeah.
So-
he's on life advice right now.
Here's the thing. Just ask him out. Guy, I don't know a single guy that's intimidated or has like a turnoff to a woman asking them out. If he's interested in you and you ask him out, then it's actually the best thing that could ever happen to him.
What's going through his brain right now is there's a cute neighbor of mine who I walk dogs with, and we've had some beers, and I really want to ask her out, but I'm super afraid that if I ask her out and she says no, it's going to be awkward every time I see her.
Yeah.
That's exactly what's going through his brain every day when he wakes up. So if you just ask him out, you're good.
Yep.
And then when you guys break up, one of you will have to move because that will be the awkward time.
Yeah.
But you'll have some fun in between.
Are you
And
guys
if their dogs become friends, oof.
Oh,
yeah, then you gotta explain to
Don't
them.
get a third dog,
no.
because then you'd have to figure out who gets the third dog when you break up,
Yeah,
and it will be a messy breakup.
it also matters if you live on the same floor, I think.
Yeah. Oh, even messier.
Yeah.
Hey, PMT boys. I went to a college party last weekend of school in May. The last weekend of school in May. Me and this guy had a lot of fun dancing and hanging out there. He bought us an Uber back to his place, but he threw up in the Uber into the trash sack. I wanted to go back to his apartment, but he said he's too fucked up and unable to perform. Do you think he was lying to me, or is that true?
Oh, no, that's definitely true.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely. Also, credit to this woman. She shared an Uber back with the guy. He puked in the Uber.
Yeah.
And then she was like, you want to go fool around?
Yeah.
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 Oh.
That's a real one right there.
Yeah. I mean, he was just so bombed that, wow.
And then she's like, do you think he was faking it?
Yeah. The puke. Imagine if the guy could puke on command just to get out of bad hookups.
Yeah. I'll take the $500
Yeah.
Uber cleaning charge.
Actually, you know what? Now that you're saying it, yeah, he was faking it. He faked the whole thing. You got to think about something else. Okay.
Sub Dad Cat, Jinko Man, and Bell Ringer. My husband is not a football guy and loves museums and art fairs with a particular interest in modern art. He'll watch football with me and scroll his phone. What's that? Getting a call, sorry. Doesn't particularly enjoy it, and when we get together with friends to watch a game at a house or bar, it's pretty awkward because he doesn't understand the lingo or rules. Is there any hope he will come around?
No.
Yeah, sounds like you have an art guy.
Yeah, this is like remember when we went to dinner, PFT? We might have told this story, and there was we went to dinner with a friend, and he invited the guy who wrote the music to Succession.
Yeah.
And there was a moment during dinner where I felt like an idiot, but I was like, hey man, can I ask you a question? Like, it's kind of a weird question. He's like, yeah. I was like, what do you do on Sundays? And he was like, what do you mean? And then he explained, like, yeah, I just go to the park, or he lives a regular day. And it's so foreign to me. Like, what do you imagine having your full weekend clear every single weekend?
He's productive. He
Right.
actually, he does things to
Summer.
improve himself. Yeah.
But even summer, I mean, there's still some sports. But yeah, I guess it's summer. Yeah. But imagine having that all year round. It's a very bizarre feeling. Like you'd get all the stuff done around your house. You'd
Yeah.
go do things.
Well, listen, admiring art isn't that different from watching football.
Yeah.
Hear me out. You spend all day, you pay like $15, you go to a big building, and then you look at a screen on the wall, and then that screen makes you feel emotions.
Not only
That's
that,
exactly what I do every single Sunday.
add to that, a lot of times when you go to the museum, you get the headset and someone's explaining the art to you.
Yeah, exactly. So
It's a complimentary piece.
you've got like a play-by-play guy
Right.
for the art.
right.
And it makes you feel angry sometimes. Other times it makes you feel happy. Other times it makes you feel like you want to get into a fight with another guy that's in the art museum.
Yeah, and then you go to the gift shop, which is similar to when we order like $500 worth of wings and pizza.
Yeah. Or you buy you're getting like your fifth like on-field replica jersey
Yeah.
for your favorite team.
Yeah.
That's what you're getting when you get the Rembrandt calendar.
Right.
It's actually the same thing as being a sports fan.
Yeah. Okay, Hank, last one.
Hey, PMT boys, my boyfriend is a longer time listener, and I've gradually become a reluctant fan of your show.
Whoa.
There's a lot of qualifiers in that sentence right there.
Chill out.
When my boyfriend gets drunk, he will often eat whatever is available. Most recently, he pulled out 5 tortillas and made a bunch of quesadillas, but he also included mayo and peanut butter along with the cheese.
Ew.
I find this disgusting, but wanted to get your thoughts. What has been your strangest junk food creation?
I mean, that's not that.
Mayo and peanut butter together is gross.
Yeah, but
I'll stand on that.
I would agree, but
With cheese.
putting yourself
Yeah.
into a drunk person's mindset where you just take anything that you see and put it together, like I've heard worse.
And
Yeah.
he probably likes mayo and peanut butter. Like he was just like, oh, let's just play the hits.
How many times have you? I never did like the a ton of crazy ones. It's just usually just a frozen pizza. How many frozen pizzas have you guys burned to almost burning your house down? I can think of 3 times.
I was going to say 7.
I can think of a few.
Yeah.
I once
falling asleep drunk with a pizza in there, and it's just a brick when you wake up.
I used to keep my like buns and like bread in my stove in my old apartment because I didn't have like a lot of space.
Yeah.
And I thought I took them all out. I left one in there and then lit an entire
With the
bag.
plastic?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It was bad.
That's a bad place to keep plastic.
Yeah, it's bad.
That's so great. That's a great Hank story. I wish I had heard that before.
What I used to do was I used to just go into my closet and add chips. Like I would always get like the flaming hot chips or the Takis, and I would add those to just anything. If I had like leftover fried rice from a restaurant, guess what makes it better? Put some flaming hot Doritos in there.
Yeah.
I would leave the stove on once a week in college. Like it became a thing that like my roommates had to be there when I was using the stove because they knew I was going to leave it on every time.
Yeah.
I wasn't even drunk either. That was just like I would cook something and then leave the stove on after.
Yeah. Well, you were just
I was just dumb.
Well, all right, hold on. To back you up, it was obviously if it was a college apartment, it was the coils.
No, it was one of the electric ones, but it wouldn't be red. Like
that's not your
coils.
fault.
Yeah,
That's not your
yeah.
fault. The coils are like you leave those on.
You can see the I couldn't see the fire.
Yeah. If it's an open flame one, like if it's a burner, then you're an idiot. Anything else, I have your back.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Good show, boys. Hard Knocks. That was fun.
Yeah.
Holy
good times.
shit. Thank you also. Any of the AWLs that didn't spoil it after I accidentally said it on Donnie's live stream at like 11 a.m. today. So, good job.
It's been cool seeing part of my take make it to the big screen again.
Yeah, this podcast might actually work out.
As a TV show?
No, as just a podcast. All right, let's kick it back to ourselves for lottery balls. Okay, let's wrap up the show. We're back in studio for numbers. Pug, can he do it? Three in a row.
First ever three-peat.
Pug, you got to go first.
I think I'm gonna go 97, Pug.
Wow.
You crazy bastard.
You are fucking psycho.
Maybe work my way down.
Wait, Hank's mic's not on. Hank's mic's not on.
This is good.
Yeah, best part of the show.
You're good.
What are you going to say, Hank?
I kind of had my first line was.
It was a killer line?
Yeah.
All right, just pretend. Just pretend. Hey, Pug, you go first.
I think I'm gonna go with 97, Pug.
Oh, you're sick. You're
Do you think that just going down in order is gonna work?
I mean,
That was-
That was a good line, Hank.
Yeah, the first one was.
Wait, was that because that was your strategy at one point?
But Pug won't miss numbers.
True.
He's just going to get them all.
Pug's just better.
Yeah.
Pug's he's a better human being and dog than all of us.
Yeah. I'll go with 20.
I'll go back to 8.
Pug might be a better picker of numbers than human.
Oh, I don't know. He's a better dog than picker.
I mean, he's
of
the
numbers.
lead at picking numbers. He's a very great human. We love him, but he's not. Is he elite?
I think he's probably the best on this show.
Yeah, by far.
Thanks, guys. That means a lot. Pug.
See, what a good guy.
All right. What's your number, Hank?
70s. 70.
70s.
okay.
70.
Did you just try to pick all the 70s?
70s.
Max, have you ever gotten the lottery ball?
I've gotten the number 56.
21.
You've never gotten the lottery ball.
8. If this is 97, I quit.
Two.
Love you guys.